What's up, it's your man No Malice, and you are checking out Guerilla Cross Radio, Speak Life.
Yo, you tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Tonight's matchup.
Yo, what's up, and welcome to another episode of Speak Life Radio right here on GorillaCross.com and the Guerilla Cross app. If you don't have that app yet, I tell you every week, go get it now.
It's free.
It's free, so you can't pass up free. And we are going to be here for the next 2 hours. We got my man Jay Crum live on the line. He just dropped the album Villains that we're going to be talking about and playing a track or two from there. So be on the lookout for that. We have my man Hollywood Huff. He's going to be here in a minute, critiquing music with us, because we got the live indie artist music review on the show tonight. And last week we found a lot of dope music.
We did.
From that segment that I think I have like 3 or 4 tracks from last week that are actually in the 24-hour radio stream.
I was here when he did it. He was actually adding new music from the people who made it on and on and on to new heights of the indie artist review. So make sure you guys get your songs in, because you just might be in the playlist.
Yeah. And if you tuned in at 5 o'clock East Coast time, we weren't on yet. So I got a couple emails from my East Coast boys.
Right.
That, how come you're not on, man? What happened to the show? 5 o'clock West Coast time.
Prime time,
Put your
baby.
dubs up. West Coast. But, yo, we're here live. If you're watching live on Facebook, please share the Facebook Live feed. If you're listening live on the app, we appreciate it. And let your people know to download that app, because you know why?
It's free.
It's free. So get that at GorillaCross.com. We have new music up there. We've been updating the website a little bit. It's not as updating as I want it to be, but we're getting there. You know?
But every
one
time
step
something,
at a time.
Yeah, every time something happens, it's an improvement. That's what you guys need to be working on daily. It's just improving day to day, because then you'll eventually get to your goal.
Improve yourself.
Exactly. Don't try to do it all in one shot.
Exactly.
You might mess up.
And we've improved the studio a little bit.
Oh, yeah, right.
New studio table, chairs.
Can you hear that? I
They're
don't
like
think
up high now. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you couldn't tell on the screen, but like the table was a lot lower. So my side, I was looking down on everybody.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not better than anybody else. Even though I'm the most humble, I'm not better. You feel me?
I feel that.
So listen, we got some dope new music we're going to be playing today for you. And we have a lot of submissions for the indie artist music review. So we're going to be getting into that as well. We want to hear from you. So you can call in 702-608-3259.
Yep.
Don't call in while the music's playing or during the live interview. But if you want to call in and say what's up, or if you want to request some music, hit us up. But don't request your homeboy's song if it's whack. You feel me?
Don't request anything from an indie artist review.
Listen, we have new music from Sean C. Johnson, just dropped a new single today.
Can't wait.
So
Pay just dropped a new single. Thizzle just dropped a new single. We're going to be talking to him in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Probably. Hopefully. My man GS, Daraj, a lot of new music has dropped today. So pretty much everything in our playlist is new music.
It's because it's New Music Friday.
It's New Music Friday.
That's big that Thizzle just put something out new,
Yeah,
man.
Thizzle dropped a new track. You know, we know all the things he went through.
Exactly.
Getting shot and dealing with that. So we are here live right now. Speak Life Radio on GorillaCross.com. Check out the website, download the app. We're going to get in that new track from Sean Johnson called New Day. Sean C. Johnson right here, Guerilla Kraft, Speak Life Radio.
Too many brothers laying dead in the street. Yeah. One of them brothers look just like me. Yeah. One day we'll make it over. I don't fear no man. Only the one that saved my soul, and the change is coming. When I'm done, it'll take me home. The hand of the Lord all over me. I don't know what tomorrow brings. We raise the sun. It's a new day. It's a new day. I don't know what tomorrow brings. We raise the sun. The shotgun go bang, bang. Yeah, bang in the street. Lord, keep your hand. My Lord, all over me. Shotgun go bang, bang in the street. Lord, keep your hand. 'Cause it's a new day. Oh, one day we'll make it over. Yeah, it's too much for even shoulders to bear. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. You say you love me, but you kill my friend. Yeah, one day we'll make it over. I don't feel no man. Only the one that saved my soul, and the change is coming. And when I'm done, it'll take me home. The hand of the Lord all over me. I don't know what tomorrow brings. We raise the sun, the shotgun go bang, bang. Yeah, bang in the street. Lord, keep your hand. 'Cause it's a new day. Oh, one day we'll make it over. Yeah, it's too much for even shoulders to bear. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. You say you love me, but you kill my friend. Yeah, one day we'll make it over. I don't feel no man. Only the one who saved my soul. Change is coming. Done, he'll take me home. Hand of the Lord all over me. I don't know, but we raise the sun. It's a new day. It's a new day. I don't know, but we raise the sun. So tell Martin I had a dream. Tell Malcolm by any means. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was Sean C. Johnson, New Day right here, Speak Life Radio, New Music Friday. This next one is Away by my man Chopay and DJ MD. We're going to be right back and review a couple of your songs before we get into this live conversation with my man Jay Crump.
This morning had a special kind of fall tone. You know the kind of weather make you want to call home. Trace your steps to a time you wasn't long gone. Young and mature, done, you was so prone to doing your own, now you all alone. But remember that he said he'd be right at the phone. Matter of fact, you said a word, he'd be right there along. Then leave the past in the past like it did nothing wrong. But let's face it, it's been a long while. I ain't even sure he'll recognize his child. He probably found another. Wait, do that mean I got a sister brother? It don't matter, well, you're probably so much easier to love. Boy, I'm kidding, I ain't making the call. Still, I just feel he might come through just like he said. I don't know the dude's thoughts in my head. Man.
Go away.
mind of the work that I did. It's harder to find. Like I work in the bed, you suffer for mine, and you did it all as one of a kind. Whatever kind. Ring, ring, yeah, you dialing them all. Every tongue and every color, yeah, you die for them all. Like a diamond in the rough, you was coming for us, but we acting like it wasn't enough, but wasn't in love. Attacking my mind, attacking my mind.
Yeah, that was Show Pay with Away right here, Speak Life Radio, New Music Friday. And you know what day it is also, right, James Mays? What day is it today?
It's Indie Artist Review Day. Or is that the wrong answer?
Indie Artist Music Review.
Okay. We still
I
reviewing
mean, we'll
indie
review the
artists.
artist too, you know, like
Yeah,
check
just
their,
telling like you're just a horrible person.
like what are you wearing? Is your hat a little crooked?
Now we're doing close.
Is that hat? We're reviewing the whole artist.
Indie Artist Music Review Day.
Music Review.
It's
Right
a
here,
lot. Say
Speak
that
Life
5
Radio.
times fast.
My man Steve Hollywood Huff is in the building now. What's good? Let me unmute that mic for you. Try again. Oh no, I didn't need to unmute. I need to turn up the level. There you go.
Check.
There we go.
All right.
See, when you run late,
I was like, wait a
Hollywood
minute.
Huff. That's what happens.
Hey, he in traffic. Elevator was broke.
Listen, I hit this dude up
The elevator
2
was
hours
broke.
before the show started
So
to
you
ask
had-
him if he wanted to come through.
So we definitely appreciate you just stopping through.
I'm saying he left work for the show
Ah, that's love. Just to listen to your music, guys.
just to bash your music. Listen to your music.
Just to definitely tear you down a few notches.
No, listen, man. I don't think
critique.
Steve listened to last week's show, but we actually had a lot of good music last week. I'm not even sure if we had a bad one.
I think we
Like, there
batted
was some that were
900.
like,
we batted like 900.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There was a couple songs that were like, maybe not.
Yeah, that's really
But
throwing
we
the
didn't
hype
have
up
any
there, though.
bad ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we might be all bad. We might all strikeouts and bunts today.
Yeah.
You got to keep the average alive. I mean, if the best baseball player is batting 300 and last week was 900, this week might not be so good.
Yeah.
I feel you. And make sure you use the coaster on the new table.
I got one.
All right, I'm
baby.
just,
I got one.
hey. I'm just here to deliver the
Y'all
message.
don't know. Quan got new furniture and he is protecting it like a newborn baby.
Yo,
Hey, don't get too close to my
just
baby.
like you make a newborn
Right.
baby, I'm protecting my table that I made
I
like a
can
newborn
respect
baby.
He found out it wasn't enough
And
wood
shout out
for
to
the
my
wall.
brother. He did a lot of the work. I did some of it. So shout out to him. Listen,
lot.
I'm not good with numbers and measurements and stuff like that.
Right,
so
right.
I'm lost when it comes to that.
Right.
I could
okay.
sand something down. I could stain it. I could paint the legs and spray paint them and stuff like that. But when it comes to cutting wood and yeah,
Yeah, that's a
I'm
different
not
thing.
trying to do
I
all
got
that.
That's a talent, man. If you don't have it, then don't try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our homegirl Jackie's gonna be in the studio too. She's Miss Nevada Earth. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna ask her when she comes
Nevada Earth.
Nevada Earth.
in. Miss Nevada or Miss Las Vegas Earth?
That's intense.
Yeah, we'll see.
The Earth is flat.
I feel like that's a vegan like pageant.
Wow, it might be.
A vegan pageant.
Like she was Miss Las Vegas, but of the vegans. Like
Of the vegan,
Only salad eaters.
yeah.
the salad eater competition.
Like there's the regular competition and then
What's
the one
up?
for vegans.
And she just walked in, so if you want to ask
Yeah,
her,
we
Steve,
gotta know.
We gotta
We gotta know.
you can come on. She's here right now. We're gonna get her on the mic. She's gonna review music with us.
That's gonna
she
be
doesn't
fun.
even know that, but we're gonna make her review music with us today on the show.
It's gonna be fun. And like I said, it was very, very fun last week. People just kept hitting in great music, good content, good concepts, good beats.
Okay.
Some not everything was mixed well, but you can
Yeah,
expect
know.
that when it's an indie
Yeah.
artist.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a little bit more help in those areas, but that's what we're here for. We're here to give that feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn your vocal up. Turn the beat down.
Yeah.
Too much track.
You can put on those headphones if you want.
She's
Are you
crazy
nervous?
tall.
A little bit.
Why are you nervous? Okay. We don't know yet. You got to come closer to the mic, too.
So complicated.
Oh yeah, she got the carpet over there.
It comes out to you.
Yeah, you can pull the mic to you also.
Okay. Ooh,
My bad.
all up
There you
in
go.
my
I wanna-
face.
So what's up, Jackie?
Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
Good?
Trying to stay warm.
Were you lost?
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I went around in circles like a couple times. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like,
Yeah. It's difficult. It's difficult on Fremont. But you're here live with us in the studio, so we're going to be talking to you a little bit. Steve wanted to know what Miss Las Vegas Earth meant.
Miss Las Vegas Earth.
Earth. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in a pageant right now. That's
Okay.
my local title. I'll be competing for the state title in April. So right now, that's what I'm kind of campaigning and promoting is Miss Las Vegas Earth. So it's just really a title that was given to me, and I kind of use that to.
So what's the Earth part
Yeah,
mean?
what's the
Because
Earth part?
he thought it
That's
was
the
like
Earth
a
part.
vegan
Oh no.
pageant.
Yeah.
Like you only eat salad.
Oh no.
She only
Not
cares.
me. It
I think every answer has to be world peace, right? Since you're Earth, right?
doesn't have to be.
But it would help to
I
throw
guess
that
it
in
would.
there.
Yeah. No, so the Earth part it's just based on the environment. So like
Okay.
the stereotype on pageants is that it's about the dresses and the looks and just trying to look pretty walking down the runway.
No.
But what I really like about this pageant, well, just a little backstory. They reached out to me. So the girl that's the current Miss Nevada Earth, she's like, hey, I see that you're doing like stuff within the landscape architecture, which is in the same realm as like the environment and
Right.
things like that. She's like, I feel like this would be a good platform for you and something for you to build on. And I was like, I didn't even know there was such a thing
Right,
Yeah.
right,
where
right.
you can incorporate your brains and beauty per
Okay.
se. And it's just something that you can build on.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
That's
there's-
super dope.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
every
yeah.
pretty
I never
girl
heard
out
of-
there that likes to plant trees, this might be for you. If you
There's
have some
something for you.
agriculture background, a green thumb, but a nice face,
I feel like I wasn't far off.
I think
I was-
you were kind of there. You were there.
I feel like I was in the right ballpark.
Because if you love
was
Earth,
said
if you have a
vegan.
love for the Earth, you might not
Hey.
meat eat. Do you eat meat?
I do eat meat.
All right.
Ooh.
Disqualified.
My sister doesn't.
There you go.
I don't know.
That counts.
There you go.
She might win it.
You got to know a vegan.
Right.
You gotta know a vegan. Yo, we're here live in the studio right now on
That's true.
Speak Life Radio. We survived the blizzard in Las Vegas.
We will rebuild.
We will rebuild.
Don't even give me stuff.
We will.
What's
Oh,
wrong,
gosh.
Steve?
That-
Steve's gonna go on a snow race.
Talk about it, Steve.
He doesn't like most things white. So
Listen.
go ahead.
Wow.
That's so not true. If it was legit snow, like if we got 3 or 4 inches of snow, I would have been fine with it.
Okay.
My kids didn't have to go to school today, and if you walk outside right now, this morning, the streets are dry. It didn't even look like it rained.
That's true.
But they canceled school because it was inclement weather. Like it's been colder than this before, so it ain't even the cold. Like
Right.
it's like they got scared. Like, oh, we're gonna get an inch of snow. Everything shut down.
Well, we had
Like, it's
snow, and we
just-
didn't have a snow day when it was all white.
Right.
Right.
But then when the black ice came out, it's like you got to shut everything down. The black's out. I
Yo.
mean, listen, man. I'm not
No,
saying my
Kirk-
city's racist, but
It didn't even freeze
No,
long enough for black ice.
Wednesday
man.
and Thursday, it was not a game.
but
It was not a game
there
out there.
was
Man.
black ice last night on the road.
Yeah.
There might have been a little bit.
It froze over.
And it-
Trucks turned over. They turned down to 15.
That's because
And at first, I thought they said black guys. I'm like, I'm friends with black
I
guys.
didn't want to say
I'll be
anything. That's
good.
what it sounded like.
I'm
black
from
guys?
I'm from the
There's
Midwest.
black guys on the
Like,
street.
I'm from the Midwest.
I'm
Like not even
all
like
the
it's
black guys on the
Vegas, like
street.
we're
not even
like,
like a
did Rodney
Michigan or
King get beat again?
Chicago area, but this amount of snow, like it wouldn't even have been a question if there was still going to be school and everything else. Like
No.
there have been no accidents and traffic jams out here. Like out here, it's like, oh, it's 35 degrees, it's raining, it might be a little bit of snow. Shut everything down.
there was
Like, just
quite a
shut
bit
it
of snow for
down.
Vegas, though, Steve.
And
I guess.
I understand what you're saying.
I guess.
They definitely picked the wrong day. Now for Vegas, people don't know it doesn't snow much here in Vegas. I think the last time it snowed like this was like 10 years ago. So the fact that
and it
it's-
wasn't for 2 days.
and it wasn't for
Nah,
2
it
days.
was
I think it
one
was
day.
just one
It was
night,
one
right?
day, yeah.
So this happened, and they didn't take school out on the day that it happened. I think
Right.
they should have just gave the kids an opportunity to just enjoy it. Because if we're going by the 10-year law, They're gonna be 20 something. They ain't gonna be too old to enjoy it when it happens. So my kids stay home, and we had a snowball fight and made a snowman.
Yesterday?
Not yesterday.
Today.
Or
10 years ago. Okay.
At my house, I didn't even get
2
that
days.
much snow. Like
Yeah.
there was one
1930.
spot in my backyard that had like a half an inch of snow on it.
No, my
yeah.
backyard was white, bro.
Yeah, I saw people like posting pictures on Facebook, like their whole yard and their street and stuff.
Yeah.
Not on my street. It just looked like it rained.
Nah,
Really?
mine
It
was
was-
a
yeah, it was nothing.
whole thing. You could not tell
Yeah.
that we lived in Las Vegas. You thought we lived in Michigan or something.
Nah.
How about you?
It snowed at my house. When
Yeah.
I woke up, I looked at my room doesn't have blinds on it because I was painting my room.
Uh-huh.
Never finished that project, so it's still in the works. It's been like 2 months.
You could just say that you're being earthly about it.
Trying to save the
Earth-friendly.
environment. No, when I looked over, and usually the sun is glaring at my face in the morning because there's no blinds, and I opened my eyes. I'm like, is that snow on my neighbor's roof? I was like, oh man.
There's still snow in my backyard right now.
Really?
Yep.
No snow.
It's like a little.
It's hot in my neighborhood.
It's
so.
like a cup full, but
Jesus was like, Steve, no snow for you,
No snow for
buddy.
you.
Being
Hey,
grumpy all year.
he seems more mad about it than he does seem.
That's a
logical.
blessing for me. I'm just like,
Right, because you came from snow. You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want
I
that.
moved here to get away from snow and basically
I mean,
winter
how
in
long you been in
general.
Vegas though?
Since 06.
Come
so
on, man. So
13
you missed a
years.
little bit of snow. One day.
One day it wasn't fun. It was magical.
Let me tell you something. All them accidents and stuff y'all talking about, like, imagine that for like 3-4 months in a row. Like, just traffic. It takes forever to get everywhere. Other people can't drive in it, especially here. You got all these people coming from all over the world, places where they've never even seen temperatures go drop below 40.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's you
So
don't
we
want that
enjoy
temperature.
we
Yeah,
enjoy
just-
what would be your hell. We were just
Yeah,
like, yo,
pretty
this
much.
is amazing.
Yeah, like-
And he was like, oh my God, is it cold?
Nah.
But my problem with everybody complaining about the snow in Vegas is the fact that in a month and a half it's going to be 100 degrees outside.
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
So enjoy the cold weather because I loved it.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
I was walking around Fremont Street in the snow.
I wasn't
all I
just
did.
walking outside now. I went
I was,
outside
man.
and
I
went
was
back in the
loving
house. Got me some
I
cocoa.
came back in the studio pretty wet, but it is what it is, right?
Pause.
Nah.
Whoa.
But yeah, man. So it was fun. It's been
fun.
a cold week for a lot of people. Did you hear what was happening in the news?
That might have been the most worst
segment.
segue ever.
Did you hear what was happening?
Did you hear what was
Wait,
happening
did you
in
hear
the
what
news?
happened in the news? Segue. Go ahead. What's happening in the news?
I don't know,
James,
man. Everybody's getting in trouble. People are lying.
A lot of people
are getting
A lot
caught
of
up.
people going to jail today.
Hey, it's a bad day for the Roberts.
A lot
Yeah.
of people named Robert going to jail.
What went around came back around
Wow.
for some people.
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
You don't.
No.
Hey.
What happened?
Do you watch the news?
Sometimes.
You might
Okay.
you might be safe if you don't. So
I feel like a lot of the news is always bad though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't watch the news that much. I just am on social media, and people will let you know the bad news.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Robert-
post a meme about it.
Robert Kelly
Yeah.
was indicted today
R.
Yeah.
Kelly.
again,
Oh.
Yeah.
and he's now have been taken into custody. Is that right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
10 counts of sexual
Of child,
something.
blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah. Right?
Man.
It's nasty.
There's a new video out apparently, and we'll never see it.
Oh.
And I'm glad.
Yeah, we don't need to.
The other one burned an image in my head.
Trust me, there's a lot of people in jail without video footage. He can make it there without it.
They'll have it for the courts.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they're
Robert Kraft, the
Yeah,
owner of the New England Patriots,
Yeah,
who just
also,
won the Super Bowl.
just
Yeah.
want to. He's nasty apparently.
He's nasty too.
He's nasty.
Yeah.
Oh.
There was obviously a sex trafficking
Ring.
case, like a ring. They were investigating this sex trafficking ring to take all these people down. And
At a massage parlor, which
Yeah.
happens often.
yeah, and apparently he went to that massage parlor and wanted to partake in the festivities, some of the extracurricular stuff.
It's a nice
and,
way of putting it.
Yeah, so he was. This is a family show. So
Which we don't know if he knew it was a human trafficking situation, but anytime
Yeah.
you go to a parlor, a couple of those girls probably aren't there.
Let's just say he
willfully.
wasn't trying to get a crook out of his neck.
yeah, he was. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's that.
So yeah, he's been charged.
Yeah.
Also-
Barney died today. The dinosaur. Did you hear about that?
I didn't know
How
that.
to
That's not really true.
how to
But
puppet
Oh,
die.
I'm more sad about that than everything else,
Oh my God.
unfortunately.
no,
You
I
were
don't know that
excited
shit.
about Barney dying?
I am.
That would be sad though. He loved you.
Oh, sad.
And
I
you
thought you
loved
said
him.
excited.
Barney's the happy thing. See, that's
There you
something I'd
go.
be like,
True.
oh man, Barney
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I don't know.
that's
It's just crazy. Things are all out of whack. But you know what'll cheer me up? It's some good music, good people, good conversation. So are we getting into this indie artist music review at all?
Yes, we are.
I'm just asking.
I mean, we're about to get into it. Then you went into the breaking news. So,
well, I thought the people should know if it isn't on your feed, you'll see plenty of memes for it.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk
Listen,
about
if you're watching on Facebook Live, please share the Facebook Live feed.
Yep.
And if you submitted a song, please make sure you're watching, because we don't want you to submit songs and then not even watch our show. You know why? Because that's whack.
Because that's weird.
Exactly.
Like, why would you submit the song and then not hear what we have to say about the song?
Exactly.
Because they're scared.
You scared?
They might be scared. We've definitely broken hearts. But we've mended a lot of people, too.
Yeah.
We're helpers. We are helpers.
All right. So we're going to get into one of the songs right now. And I'm going to play somebody that I've never heard before.
That's dope.
Ewell Netter. His name is Ewell Netter. And the track is number 9 featuring Mike Carter right here. Speak Life Radio.
Rapture Ready Productions.
I guess this is an introduction. Ooh, you can call it Drew Brees, breaking records, that's the same. You can call it Drew Brees, who that knew me, same position, new team. Say goodbye to the flesh, only playing for rings. Ooh, tell them that the kingdom has touched down. And I seek it first, call it a first down. Now I got to change like a purse now. Hard hat on with faith, I go to work now. You to blame God, or you can fast forward. But we gon' keep scoring, putting points up on the board. On that Drew Brees, God told me to go lead. I tell the receiver to get open when he goes deep. Flossing, low key, my sauce is holy. Boy, I got that color purple like Miss Sophie. Catch you later, like again. I feel a fresh wind. Now my punchlines hitting harder than Ken. I don't play with IRS or sin. I read the last chapter and it say we win. Now I'm with my friend on level 10, and now we celebrating in the end zone again. Ooh, you can call it Drew Brees, breaking records, that's the same. You can call it Drew Brees, who that knew me, same position, new team. Say goodbye to the flesh, only playing for rings. Ooh, you can call it Drew Brees, breaking records, that's the same. You can call it Drew Brees, who that knew me, same position, new team. Say goodbye to the flesh, only playing for rings.
Man, salvation is my helmet. My uniform is velvet. My house is full of courage. Yours a chicken shack like Delbit's. Got that home field advantage, but we never leave the truth at home. Even on the road, we be covered like the Superdome. Watch out, we battling back. Favor, no salary cap. Questions from Adam Schefter. I'm like, don't be asking me that. Jesus is the GM, and that's guaranteed, honey. Plus my agent, so you know I get that guaranteed money. Look here, I throw at giants with a tight spiral. Watch my quick release. Drew Brees in
All right, that was Ewell Netter with number 9 featuring Mike Carter right here at Speak Life Radio, Indie Artist Music Review. And the way this works is we review the song, and we let you know what we like as far as the mix down, as far as content, as far as should you quit rapping or not. But I'm going to start with my man Hollywood Huff, because he came all the way down here from work. He quit work today just to be here.
Yeah, just quit.
He quit.
I'm out of here. I got to go listen to random people.
That's what I did.
That's what we think.
No, I actually like that song.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty dope. But I have to give her critique. Don't take this the wrong way, but
no, take it the wrong way.
I was listening and I'm thinking like, man, get into the mic. Like the first guy that was rapping, it was a couple points. I felt like he was like rapping. You could tell he was in the mic. He was loud, but it was almost as if like when he was in the studio, he kind of backed away from the mic like this, so I could kind of like not. I had to really listen to like hear what he was saying, because he had a couple bars in there. I was kind of like, oh wow, some bars, all right, but
okay.
And that could have been the mix down too.
It could, yeah, it could have been the mix, but what I would like is a little more emphasis, a little more, I guess, passion in the rhyme. It was good, but to get to that next level, like if there's something to work on, like be in the mic, put a little more emphasis like into what you're saying, part of that could have been the mix. Part of it could have been just, a lot of times these rappers, that beat was dope. So in that beat, he could have been, bobbing back and rocking back and forth, or forward and back, whatever, and getting away from the mic. But I mean, other than that, I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Mays.
I love the concept of it, right? Like, we was going with football, Drew Brees, the Saints. He had a couple puns in there about football. I thought a little bit of it was forced. I enjoyed the chorus more than I did the verse. The first verse. The second verse seemed a little bit more at home with the beat. But I know that it hit in somebody's radio, like, for real. Like, it was a good song put together, but I did enjoy the chorus more than I did the verse.
All right. Jackie, what do you think? Do you even like hip hop?
I do.
Okay, cool.
I listen to music all the time. As soon as I wake up, in the car, on the drive, everywhere.
There you go.
So she knows what she's talking about, guys.
No,
an expert
don't
here.
Say that.
But no, that's the thing. I want somebody that's like just a listener of music and not like people in music. So.
I agree with what he said. I really like the message. I was feeling the song, but I feel like it was missing a little bit more energy to kind of make it connect. But I thought it was really good.
Okay.
I like the message.
All right. So get it. Ewell Netter. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, but number 9. That's what it is. So we're going to get into the next track, and then we're going to go into the interview with my man, Jay Crum, right here on Speak Life Radio. This is TC Boyd, the artist. The song is called Lights Out. I hope it's dope. I do kind of want a bad song today, though.
Yeah, maybe one.
I'm not going to lie.
They wanna put me down into the dirt. They want me in the ground, but my crown is coming first. God came in and healed me, now they want me in a hearse. But it's okay, I still spit this verse. Why? Cause I know the world needs to hear something better than all the drugs. I'm selling sex and chicks and Berettas. I know it's a trap for our minds. They wanna pull us down through the ground, close our eyes so we blind. I seen it all, yeah, I seen it all. Grew up in the hood, cats dying. I seen it all, brother died at 17. Now they want me to still rap about the same thing. Tell me what you mean, I know they just want us dead or incarcerated. You don't see that, you really a servant of Satan. I'm just trying to break the people out, and they like, this dude dangerous. We gotta try to take him out. I'm just trying to spit these bars so that people be free. And when they say they just need G-O-D, they like, man, this dude done lost it, he done flipped this bird. Nah, man, I finally found out when I read that word. Changed my life, changed my heart, saw my hate and then flipped it. Now I got love and got hope for this life that I'm living. This is why I'm giving you a little piece of the pie. Come and get it before you die and you get to the sky. Now tell me what I'm doing. Satan want me to lose it. That's why he stay accusing. I'm trying to start a movement. Which path am I choosing? God want me to be good. The devil want bad influence. Trapping me in delusion. Bringing mass confusion. Break my soul like contusions. But I just keep refusing. Gotta win, won't lose it. No matter if I fall. To God I still call. When my back's against the wall. Giving it my all. Fighting for my soul and I won't let go. Cause we don't get no time out. Taking control, can't take my soul. Cause we in the right lane now. Staying in our lane now. Nowhere to go, can't stop in this rain now. Narrow road and I won't let go. Cause they coming when the lights out. Wanna let go, no can't let go. Cause they coming when the lights out. Fight for your soul, take control. Cause they coming when the lights down low. Coming when the lights out, keep up the fight, yeah. We gotta be brave now. Fight for your soul, cause they coming when the lights.
Yeah, that's TC Boyd, Lights Out.
Okay.
Right here, Speak Life Radio, Indie Artist Music Review.
Right.
I'll go first this time. The verse was cool, man. It came in pretty cool. Dude was rapping. And then that hook dropped.
Gotcha.
And I don't know if that was him singing on the hook or trying to sing on the hook, but it was way off key and it slowed down the whole entire song. It didn't even sound like it was on beat, and it messed up the entire song to me.
Right.
Listen, take that song down off SoundCloud, have someone else do a different hook. The hook was maybe the same hook with somebody else doing it, but I don't even know if that works because the tempo of the hook didn't even fit the beat and the whole flow pattern of the song. And he was rapping, you know what I'm saying? Like, it sounded good when he was rapping. The beat was cool. And then that hook came in and just sounded like it made no sense. It's like when you're playing a movie and then you got like 2 audios playing at the same time, and it's just like, yo, what's going on right now? It just didn't sound right. So
I agree. Me?
Go ahead.
I agree. I just think that maybe have somebody else do the hook that can add some more to it. I thought the verse vocal was a little loud, but like you were spitting, you had a great like cadence, like your voice has some great presence. Like that's dope. Just find somebody that you can collab with that your choruses can be a lot stronger and a lot tighter. And I think you got something to beat. The beat didn't bother me at all. Like
everything else was good.
I felt it. Just that hook, bro.
All right, Jackie.
Oh man.
The listener, if this is playing in your car, what are you gonna do?
I was feeling it like you guys said, but until that hook dropped, I was like,
it just didn't make sense, and it
was
confused
off-tune.
me. It confused me,
It
like,
did,
yo,
it did.
why?
no, but yeah, I agree. Other than that, it was pretty good. They just need to work a little bit more, and I think it'll be a good song.
And my thing is, man, who are your homies that you let hear this before you put it out?
We the homies.
Because shame on
Not
them.
your real homies.
I mean,
'cause
this
they
is
didn't tell
out
you.
though. This
it's
is
on SoundCloud. Ah.
But that's the thing, man. Like, let your people know before they put out music. Like, I don't know.
Maybe they didn't have an ear. Maybe all of them think it's like, oh yeah, that's
Might
dope.
be dope to them.
Yeah, it's not. That's definitely in key. Like I don't even know what key means. Definitely in the key of R.
Definitely unlocks the song. Steve.
This is where you need to hire professionals because this guy is so close. Like he's almost there. Like, you know what I mean?
I like that.
But I feel like he's not working with a real professional because the verse sounded like he was spitting, but at a certain point it was like, why is he so loud? Almost the opposite of like the first song. Like this guy was so much in the mic, it kind of became monotone. I was like, man, give me a little bit of variation. Like put an emphasis on something or take an emphasis off a word. You know what I mean? To kind of break it up a little bit. But I was into it still. I was like, man, this is dope. And then the hook happened and it was like, okay, this beat is
the
like,
hook
yeah, the hook
The hook
happened.
happened. I mean, that's kind of how it was. It happened.
That's how it was. Like it
happened.
Like it was an
like, all
event.
right, yeah,
it was
he
like a catastrophic event.
I wasn't even like thinking about the beat, and then the hook started, and I was like, okay, this beat is nice, and I was like, what's going on here? Like, is the hook so? But again, getting with a professional, somebody who's been doing this for years, like somebody who has an ear for this, they can mix and master and adjust tones and volumes and correct you on where you're going wrong as an artist and teach you how to, use variations in tones in your voice and when to emphasize, when to not emphasize, so on and so forth. And then when you're doing the hook, having that professional let you know, hey, it's a dope hook, but you can't do it.
Just
We need somebody else,
buy auto tune, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't even know if you need a
something.
professional to tell you that though. Like that's something like
Yeah.
it wasn't
that
when
was
it
all
hit.
off.
It came out to me, and I heard like the flaws in the hook. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know if it takes a professional. I think you need to have honest people around you as an artist.
Your real
because you
homies.
can't exactly, and you can't always get professionals because most of these cats are independent artists. So it's like, they might be on a budget. They might, they're just trying to put some music out.
And then also sometimes your friends don't want to hurt your feelings, so they leave it to people like us that'll give you the truth.
To hurt your feelings.
Not hurt your feelings, but like because
You
it's
want
your
to hurt
friend.
people right now, don't you?
I don't.
So
I just
mean.
No, I just
So
want to
mad.
say that like your friends usually don't give you that real, and they'll leave it out for other people to say, all right, man, maybe this. And you're like, well, you do got a point if you listen to them. So they'll come in agreement.
Especially if you're a new artist, though. Like
Yeah.
people definitely don't want to tell you, like, it's not good.
Because I like what you said, that he's almost there.
Yeah.
Like he got talent. And I would love to hear the verse over again. But then you said the hook happened, and that's just so funny.
Then the hook happened.
The hook happened.
That's funny.
Hey, look, it takes years for you got to think like every artist that's out, it's years of them grinding and working on their craft and getting with people. And some of them more than others, like they were fortunate to be blessed early in their career to have the right vocal coach, the right engineers, the right producers. A lot of these guys, man, they just like half the people who, send us stuff. They just they're working on this in their basement or at their friend's house or wherever it may be, and they're
trying to find their niche.
Yeah, they get something together, and a lot of them are, like you said, they just trying to figure out, is this even for me? Like, can I even make music?
And a lot of times it's just the talent too, though. I mean, if you have the talent, you have the talent,
right?
And he clearly has the talent for verses,
and that's the thing. Like the song was good. He's a good rapper. It's just when that hook kicked in, it was offbeat.
Hey, it's a lot of rappers. Look, Eminem is one of the best rappers. I can't think of one hook where I was like, man, that hook is dope. Like, it's some that get by and it's some that are good, but look, some people are just,
I feel you.
They verses.
Listen, we're gonna get into another song when we come back. We're gonna have that live conversation with my man Jay Crum. This is Thizzle with Laminate right here. He's back. Speak Life Radio.
I wanted to hear this one.
Mic check. I lost my desire for life, cause life had beat me down. Like the passion of Christ, trouble came like a thief in the night. I had to search my soul deep to find a reason to fight. Now I'm standing on these cathedral steps. I'm so happy the way that God see me. It's not the way that I see myself. My kids disappointed with me, and it's way heavy on my heart. It feel like good and evil warring in me. My soul's troubled and I can't find no peace. I lay alone at night, my eyes closed but I can't find no sleep. Dear God, I pray to you my soul to keep. Send angels over me. It feel like something got a hold of me. The things I hate, they take control of me. They trying to slow me down, to keep me from going where I'm supposed to be. They give the least but want the most of me. I'm trying to fight my best to be the man that I'm supposed to be. My therapist told me that I'm traumatized because I seen too much and hold all the pain deep inside. I ain't been the same since Wayne died. The skies opened up. I know it was rain, but it felt like God cried. Searching for purpose while I'm still alive, and I refuse to die without releasing what I hold inside. There's a purpose for this pain inside. Life is a blessing full of lessons. Can I testify?
Thizzle.
Yeah, that's Thizzle with Laminate right here, Speak Life Radio.
I like that one.
New Music Friday. Man, shout out to Thizzle for dropping another track, man. And here's the dope way I found out it was out.
Gotcha.
Is he put up this cool little story on Instagram about it, about his doctor calling and different things, something like that. I don't know. I'd have to read it to you to make the story as cool as it was. But I'm like, oh, dope, he got a new song. So I went to it, and I was happy. I was happy with James Mays.
Yeah, and it was dope. I liked like the Scarface spitting that he did on that one. Real like, H-Town.
This was dope,
bass
man.
heavy. He's dude is dope.
Thizzle is dope. All right, man. Now we got my man on the line. He dropped a new album, Villains. I've been listening to a couple of the songs already. I think we got 2 tracks that we play daily on the station, and I'm happy to have him on the line. My man Jay Crum. What's good, bro?
What's happening? How you guys doing?
Doing great, man. If you could just turn the radio down in the back, that would be great. And man, I'm glad to have you live on the line, bro. What's good?
Man, I'm excited to be here, man. I'm excited to I know, man, I've been grinding, man, so I've been listening to you guys for a long time, so I'm just excited to be a part.
No, man, I appreciate you listening for so long.
That's solid.
How long you been listening exactly, man? Tell us the day and hour you started listening.
That would be nice to know.
Man, I don't know the date and time. I think it's been a couple years now.
No, I know, man. I think I'd be a little creeped out if someone knew the exact date and time.
Like, yo, it's July 10th,
they listened to me for the first time.
7 p.m. What?
You are wearing a red T-shirt.
Yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday.
I still have the screenshot on my phone.
It's actually
my life changed that day. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard that before. No,
it's my lock screen picture.
Right. It's my lock screen picture. Yo, bro. So you said. Funny. So how are things going in your life, man? How's everything happening for you?
Man, things are going good, man. I just dropped this album.
Yeah.
It's been something I've been working on for like a year now, and yeah, man. So I'm excited that it's finally out, and what people are telling me from it, and saying how much it's impacting them. So, I mean, that's what it's all about. So
that's good, man, because that's what a lot of artists say, that it's about the impact they have on the fans, especially Christian artists, We see a lot of artists say that, but we don't see them really living that out, man. And I feel like watching you and seeing you on social media and knowing you for a minute through that, you seem legit. And that's what we need right now, especially in our genre of Christian hip hop. We've seen a lot of people come in, get a little success, and bounce out, and now they're doing totally different music, man. So what keeps you going and focused on doing this and keeping it going for God?
Well, I think the first thing, man, is accountability, man.
Yeah.
So I'm very big on, serving in your local body and everything like that. So I'm heavily involved in my church. I stay submitted to my pastor. He helps keep me humble. It helps keep the main thing. So it keeps me grounded. So I think having people like that in your life is important. I think a lot of people out here, they might have had an experience with God or something like that, and then like they just hit the ground running with music, right? But like they don't take their time to really learn about Jesus. They don't really take the time to really figure out what all this is about, And so I think that's where we begin to see the drift in a lot of artists, because we are a very supportive base. If somebody even mentions, we're so quick to be like, oh, you're part of, you're in the family, which they are, but we're so quick to like take somebody in and put them on a platform, without really seeing or even testing the character before we do that. So,
it's great to have like that type of support system, people to keep you accountable. You're saying it's basically saying you got a lot of support. How was it finding that group? Did you have to like eject some folks out of it? Maybe lives weren't right, or you grew in Christ a little bit quicker than them. Like, what was that like? Looking around and saying these are the actual people that are going to be in my niche.
It's something that it takes time, and I think it was something that I'm a little cautious about. As far as like who I let in my circle. And so I think a lot of it is like kind of, doing life, observing, praying, and just kind of seeing if and so, there's some people that are no longer in my life, in that same role, I guess, in my life, that, and so that's happened. And I think that's kind of unavoidable sometimes, but just being really cautious about who is in the circle. If they're people that push me to be better, they're people that like, yo man, you shouldn't say that. Yo man, that's not something that you shouldn't talk like that. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those are the people that are around me, and it's like, all right, I need to keep you around me. Why? Because you push me to be better.
Right.
So,
and I think maybe a lot of artists that don't want that accountability will keep those type of people around, and they get rid of the people that are going to keep them accountable. And I think we've seen that recently. And so I think it's good, man. I think we need more artists like that want to be accountable and want to stay accountable.
Right.
Because we've seen a lot fall off, man. Like this hip hop and music and entertainment, man, is not a thing to take lightly.
Yeah.
You can get caught up in it. You can get sucked into it very easily and quickly. And you could stop believing what you really believed in when you first started doing this. And so I think it's really important to have those people around you that are going to keep you humble. And if you start getting a little more popularity and fame, they could be like, yo, man, you're Joshua. You're not Jay Crum. You know what I'm saying? and just keep you humble with that. Yeah. So that's good, man.
Right.
Talk about Villains for us, man. This album dropped about 2 weeks ago, I believe. And I know you've been working on it for a while because we had got some singles from you the past year. So I know you've been working on it for a minute, man. So tell us about this project. Why is it called Villains? And get into that.
Yeah. So with Villains, I kind of wanted to take the concept, okay, what is there redemption for a villain, and what does that look like, and how does that play out? Because God has the power to save the worst of us, you know, and I think all of us, if we're really honest, that exists in us as well, you know, and so it was really through navigating the redemption that God has shown in my life, where it would be my wrestles with pride, right? My wrestles with guilt, my wrestles with shame, my wrestles with depression, my wrestles with lust, my wrestles with addiction. All of those things are you know, things that you know I have struggled with, and at times continue to struggle with. And so it was like, okay, God, when I allow your redemptive power, what happens in this? And so there's a journey of like you'll hear some songs in there that are like some of them talk about the depression, some of them are a little more braggadocious, but then it always ends with this. It ends with this flipping it on its head, basically, and saying, "Yo, my intentions aren't pure in this." You know what I mean? And so, hopefully, pulling back the curtain on some people and maybe causing them to look at their own life as well and see, okay, am I allowing God's redemptive power to touch these areas of my life that aren't like Him?
I love the album. A lot of versatile style on there, and like, you know, you touched on the concepts of a lot of the songs and even the theme of the whole thing. Me, I love lyrics. I love like a good flow, and you have a lot of that all throughout the album. Can you talk about some of the people who like you listen to, or you listen to, who you came up listening to, that really helped you mold that style?
Yeah. You know, it's funny, man. I listened to Christian hip hop super early.
Wow. Okay.
Like I think like my first tape was Human Emergency by Cross Movement. That was the first. I had like the cassette tape. Yeah, I had like the cassette tape.
Cassette, telling your age a little bit.
So, yeah, a little bit. But like, so I was like, 9-year-old kid and had that, and so just like, but hearing those lyrics and like it caused me to like even look up some stuff. There was other things I like listening to. I listened to some Outkast early on. Listened to like Tribe Called Quest. Talib Kweli. I love Talib Kweli. So like I've always kind of gravitated to the people who were more lyrical.
I definitely can hear that too in the project. So. Yeah, man, it's a really really good project. You got some old school, like, I don't want to say old school, but just some like more classic hip hop type vibes on it. And then you keep it up to date with it too, man. Really good project. Yeah.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
So you've been listening to Christian hip hop for a long time, man. Because Human Emergency, that I used to listen to that album a lot too, man.
I thought he was gonna say Moses' first album.
Yeah,
Moses.
The best part of me.
Wow. You've been sitting on that one for a minute, huh?
Oh.
I just came up with it.
Best part of me.
You don't remember a single? You can't get with my staff? Nah, let's go.
Why that bush burning?
Oh no, that was a great follow-up record. Nah, man, but so I saw one of the songs in here. I think it's called Fly. There is a somebody who has the same last name of you. And what is the relationship of these that person?
That's my wife.
Got it. Okay. I didn't want to just say, is his sister or is it wife, but that's dope. So so this is a family thing.
It'd be awkward if it was my sister.
Well,
man, that's how we met.
Depending on what goes on.
We met at a concert and she was singing, and so I saw her and I was like, man, she worships good. I need to holler at her.
She worships good.
That's right.
That's the good line right there. Man, hey, baby, I just wanted to let you know I noticed you worshiping and you worship really good.
Right, I just, right.
That's a solid worship on you, right?
I'm gonna use that line.
Yeah. You gotta put some Mac on it.
I'm gonna do a church tour and just use that line. See what I can pull.
Like, I noticed you're worshiping, and
I noticed you're worshiping.
I really like your style.
Want to holler at you?
Yeah.
Right.
Let's go get some tacos.
I want to hallelujah with you.
Want to hallelujah at you?
Church lines.
Yeah, no. She sang, she killed it, and it was, I just gravitated towards her, and So I went and introduced myself, and this rest is history.
How'd you introduce yourself? Like, I'm your future?
No. So
I saw you in a dream,
so
like Elijah.
It's definitely not as smooth. It definitely wasn't as smooth as I hoped it would be. First time I tried to talk to her, I like waved at her and said hi.
Oh gosh, you waved.
She looked at me awkward. Yeah.
Because she was in the spirit. She didn't see that.
So, right. So her friend noticed that I was trying to talk to her though. So she hooked up this hangout for all of us. So at the hangout, when she was getting ready to leave, I walked into her car, and then I asked her out then.
Oh.
And so she agreed, and so, yeah.
How long you guys been married now?
We have been married 2.5 years.
Okay, how long did you guys date before you got married?
We dated 1.5 years.
Okay.
No, we dated 2 years. She's right next to me.
Good 4.5.
Get those anniversaries right, bro.
A little 4.5 year relationship. That's solid. Yo, man, I just asked because it's nice to kind of like keep family involved in your creative process. It also shows that you have a support system at home. So I think that's amazing. You know.
Right. Yeah.
She's not just a helpmate. She's gonna give you a verse every once in a while.
Exactly. All right, we're gonna get into a song real quick, and when we come back, we're gonna get into some more J. Crum. This is What You Want, featured Eric Hernan, or how do you say his last name?
Heron.
Eric Heron, right here, Speak Life Radio. Hang on the line with us. We'll be right back.
This ain't what you want. I might mess around and flex up on your haters. Murk your studio and tell you it's a favor. This ain't what you want. I might mess around and brag about my savior. At the same time, leave your speakers devastated. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Hustle way too strong, and you know few could ever match your dedication. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Brought me way too far, you know my God illuminates the elevation. Yeah. You put it to the critics, yeah. Giving authentic, no gimmicks, yeah. Never get the sickness of these cynics, man. I live with no limits. Can I lie to your civics, yeah. Bro, way too dedicated, hot too elevated, grind too decorated, mind too educated, can't be replicated. Never really hesitated. My praise designated, sitting praises to the Most High. He rescued me, got a death's grave. He say he got well, folks lie, but that burden make his chest cave. Ain't experienced my best days, not deserving of all these blessed ways. All the time, my God is good. I know that it's more than a catchphrase. They're mad that I'm back in my bag, mad that I'm blacking out all of these tracks. See, I be the rapper that battered and batted, consistently spazzing, I cannot relax. You better get back, you better bet on the back that you trying to attack. Then try to dismantle what he has established. Like Rickman, he's handling that. He's handling that, I'm handling rap. I handed the music to him and he touched it and handed it back. Said, don't you mismanage it, my apparatus is full of fanatics that follow his path. They begging on classic, hey, cut for my clothes. We don't trust in your fabric. I'm bobbing and weaving and speeding through traffic, but he leave my pathways, so no need to panic. My process is way too organic. I might mess around and flex up on your haters. Murk your studio and tell you it's a favor. This ain't what you want. I might mess around and brag about my savior. At the same time, leave your speakers devastated. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Hustle way too strong, and you know few could ever match your dedication. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Brought me way too far, you know my God illuminates the elevation. Yeah.
Whole game suspect. Really feeling now what Russ said. This is what they want. Dollar signs, us dead. As long as they can set themselves up, then I'm gonna do it way different. I don't cook in the same kitchen. I don't look in the same vision. I'm in a different lane, Kiffin. I'm in a different lane, Kiffin. People always taking, not giving. I'm guilty of it too. Only difference is I get it. Tuck's not fitted. Can't afford tailors, but I'm on the way up swiftly. Taylor, whoa, oh, dang. Your team disgrace like Baylor. My team's mistakes all paid for. They pay for it, yeah. See, I gotta go out and get it. I live it and live it up. I'm never giving up, but I do give it up. You can't inhibit us, gotta prohibit us if you don't want us to stop. Yeah, you better put a big wall at the top. Yeah. Yeah, that's always the script, it's always the plot. Yeah. Why would I care a bit about your thoughts? Don't care if you get it or not. Don't care if you claiming the spot. Don't care if you aiming a Glock. Don't care if you saying you rock. You ready or not? That's not what you want. You ready or not? That's not what you want. That's not what you want.
This ain't what you want. I might mess around and flex up on your haters. Murk your studio and tell you it's a favor. This ain't what you want. I might mess around and brag about my savior. At the same time, leave your speakers devastated. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Hustle way too strong and you know few could ever match your dedication. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Brought me way too far, you know my God illumination, elevation.
You can do your verse, James?
Oh, coming here. I got a bottle of the water because this ain't what I wanted. I wanted some juice.
Wow.
Needed a boost.
Yo, that's J. Crum, What You Want, featuring Eric Heron.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a dope track, man. I like that track. I know you sent me the single probably like 4 or 5 months ago, and we've been playing that one a lot. Really dope track, man. Who is Eric, and how'd you guys connect on this? Because I noticed you don't have a lot of features on here, which I kind of like for an artist that, you know, gets to display who you are instead of displaying like, yo, these are my homies rapping on the record I paid for.
Yeah. Eric Heron. I got on a song with him. Poetics put a song together with both of us on it, and that's kind of how we linked up. And that came out maybe a year and a half ago, and so I kind of like his style and everything like that. And so when I had this song, we and him we were just kind of talking back and forth. So it wasn't a lot of relationships that I have, man. It's like I said, man, it's kind of just trying to figure out who a person is and everything like that. And so he was just somebody that I clicked with, and I loved his heart. And so I was like, hey man, what do you think about jumping on this? So he was, he jumped on it. It was cool. He got it back to me in like 3 days. So it was, it just worked.
It definitely had that tone, and like it was like 2 different people on there. You was really wow, and I remember when I was listening to it, and I was like, yo, you kind of got like this Big Sean flow, like this Big Sean swag. Was that like, what's one of your favorite songs on the record, on your album? And you can't say the one that with your wife.
Man,
it lists as his favorite.
It's probably Placebos. That's probably my favorite one.
Now we talking.
Okay. And why that one?
I think it's a song that gave me a lot of personal freedom.
Okay.
Because it was stuff I spoke. It was stuff I spoke on, like my wrestles with suicidal thoughts.
Wow.
And and it's something that I hadn't really talked about a whole lot. It was stuff that I talked about with some of the people close to me and sought help for and everything. But as far as a public conversation, it hasn't been. And so to get that out there, it felt good. And to see how it's been helping other people has been amazing. So.
And we'll play that song to close out the interview too in a little bit here.
Cool. Awesome.
Tell us a little more on that, man, because I've seen Christians struggling to be able to admit stuff like that, because we always have to be right. We always have to be perfect. We can't be going through this. If you're going through this, you must be living in sin. You know what I'm saying? And I think we deal with that a lot as Christians, so we're not able to be transparent like we want to be and how we really need to be. So what was that like when you were able to tell people, tell some of your accountability people what you were going through, and how did you overcome that?
So being able to like admit it, it was tough. It was hard at first, to be completely honest. I think I had this idea of what manhood was, and I think I had this idea of what being a Christian was, that was wrong.
Yeah.
And it had to be broken in me, that I'm not supposed to ask for help, or, if you're depressed and you got a demon and stuff like that, and so like having that stuff to be that stuff being broken in me was what needed to happen, and after really having my mind corrected on that, I felt freedom, man, and so I would say for people, there's nothing wrong with taking care of your mental health, and I love that that's a conversation right now.
Yeah.
That's being had all over. But it's something I think that the church is kind of late on when it comes to that, because, I think we always think that we got to pray everything out, you know what I mean? And then but don't ever talk about anything. So, so I think that was a freedom that I got, and it's just a conversation that I want more people to have. So,
and how can we fix that? The way the church handles that, and the way it's dealt with, because I know a lot more people that have dealt with it too, in recent years.
Yeah.
That, like you said, people say, "Oh, you got a demon in you if you feel that way," or you're not in your word enough, you're not in prayer enough.
Right. I think it starts with the leaders, man. I think it starts with the leaders being humble enough to admit that this is a wrestle that I have.
Yeah.
I think that's where it begins. And also understanding that God makes all things new. And so, but realizing that, hey, this is an area that God doesn't forget about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is an area that he cares about and that he takes seriously. And so, so talking about that, because we'll sit there and be like, man, my friend is sick. We'll, pray for him. You know what I mean? We'll talk about everything else, but when it comes to your mental health, like it's almost like this thing that we're embarrassed that we struggle with that,
And it needs to stop, because I think mental health is a bigger issue in this country than maybe it's ever been before. We've seen pastors recently take their own lives because of mental health.
Right.
And it's a real issue. It's a real problem that needs to be fixed, that needs to be spoken about, and let people know they're not weird if they're having issues like that. I've never dealt with that necessarily. I've dealt with maybe a little bit of depression, but I've never dealt with suicidal thoughts at all. But knowing that people have, and knowing, in my life, probably the last 2 years, I've had people recently that were childhood friends take their own lives. And it's crazy to think that somebody can get that down and that, in their head to do that, but it's happening. And like I said, seeing pastors recently that have done it, it's a real issue, and it needs to be talked about, and people need to know if they're going through that it's not a weird thing to talk about it.
Right. Exactly. It starts with that. So so that was a big thing that I wanted to talk about on this album.
That's good, man. So we'll definitely get into that track when we close out the interview. Let's get into a little bit of lighter stuff. You know what I'm saying? Who are some of your favorite Christian hip hop artists that are out right now?
Okay. Let's see. I really love like what Culture Villains doing. So like Czar Josh, Cam. I gotta shout out the squad. I got my man T Vision, Fameless, Big Sage. Let me see. I really like. I love Eric Heron. He's great. Let's see.
And all these people have projects?
I like, yeah, they have projects. I like Joe Allende. I like him. As far as like the OGs, I love Derek Minor. I like what What Up RG's doing. I like let's see. Cannon, I love Cannon. Let's see. Lecrae.
All right, I think that's good, man. You don't have to.
Yeah, so yeah, leave that. Yeah,
You don't have to list your
You
top
talking about
50.
Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, the Apostles.
Right. I like.
That's good, man.
That's
right.
definitely a good variety playlist, though.
Yeah.
And all the people you were saying before, man, that like, you know, maybe people we may not know off top, like have them send some up here to Guerilla Cross, man. We definitely want to hear it. We want to, you know what I'm saying, support it, especially if it's great, you know?
Will do.
Yeah, he was definitely shouting out some of the homies because I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Oh, yeah, Lil Chris.
Lil Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Kevin Johnson, yeah, he got a good, his pop's on a barbecue spot, but the boy can spit. No, I'm just
That's right.
All right, man, we're going to get into 5 questions, hot fire questions right now. I think James May's got some. I think I got a couple. But this is the hot seat, man. So quick questions and quick answers right now on Speak Life Radio. Go ahead. James May's first.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Finish the sentence. If I could beat up the Rock if I had with me
a bat.
A bat, okay.
A bat. Dang. Trying to kill the Rock. I'm not sure if you could beat up the Rock with a bat, though.
I thought he was going to go to like a human being.
I think anyone could, you know. That was the first thing that came in my head. But, he get his hands with a bat.
Right.
I feel you, man. That's a hard one, dude. All right.
Want all the smoke.
One got to go. Pizza or tacos?
Tacos.
Oh, gosh.
Tacos
Why?
gotta go.
Why over pizza?
I like pizza, man. I'm a pizza guy.
I feel you, man.
He's very happy with that
It's
answer.
it's like almost a tie, though. I love tacos. Taco Tuesday is the national holiday for me every week.
All right.
James Mays.
The cartoon The Care Bears. The guy who had son gave joy. The person who had heart gave love. What would be your Care Bear logo?
Wow. Maybe the gayest question we've ever had on the show.
Wow. My Care Bear logo?
Yeah.
A microphone.
A microphone.
There you go.
See? Anything no one would have an answer.
Care Bear.
Yeah.
He's spitting fire.
Everyone 25 and under is like, what's a Care Bear?
Learn your history.
All right, man. Best basketball player in the NBA right now.
Giannis.
Giannis. All right. It's a good choice.
That's the Greek, right?
It's a good choice. Greek freak.
We got one more?
Well, a couple more, yeah.
A couple more? I thought we was doing 5. All right. I got one. When was the last time you listened to R. Kelly?
Be honest. God is watching.
There's some accountability in these questions.
Yeah, I think I rewatched Space Jam a couple years ago.
Okay.
So I think that's the last time. Yeah.
That's a good answer. That's a good
And listen,
answer.
I heard Space Jam 2 is coming out July 16th, 2021. R. Kelly will not be doing the soundtrack.
We not gonna get a I Believe I Can Fly.
No, that's not gonna work.
Not getting one.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
We don't need those remixes.
All right, man. Last one. What is the best radio station on planet Earth or on Las Vegas Earth?
SpeakLife Radio.
There you go.
That's
there
a
you
good
go,
answer.
man.
That's
I appreciate it. That's probably the best answer I've ever heard in my life. Man, let everybody know where they can find you, man, before we let you go.
Yeah, so you can follow me on social media everywhere at Crum Music, at Crum Music. So follow all my stuff there.
Dope, man. Listen, man, I appreciate the call, man. We'll definitely connect with you a lot more in the future, man. And, we're going to get into placebos right now. This is Crum Villains. It's everywhere. So anywhere you listen to music, you can go and listen to it. So make sure you do that. If you got money, buy the album. Support the artist.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So this is Placebos. Crum, appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.
If somebody were to take an x-ray of our heart, inside they would see doubt. They would see despair. They would see discouragement. They would see depression. They would see a person that is confused about what God is doing in their life, and they would see somebody that wonders if things would ever change in their life.
Doctor, give me pills to get these feelings off me. Screams of suicide and silence, say this whisper softly. Ain't the strong friend, just got one line that's repeated often. Pastor told me you ain't innocent, start living godly. Might been tempted to end it since I was 17. Surely bring it to my temple, spilling grenadine. Tell me walk upon the light like Mike and Billie Jean. Can't destroy the giant, got no stones for the Philistine. You ain't hear this from the minister, giving words of freedom while I'm feeling like a prisoner. You know you supposed to go and uplift every listener. How dare you bring your problems past your own perimeter? I know, let me get these jokes off. If laughter be the host, then pain the co-star. You know I'm drowning but can't find me with no sonar. Sentiments ain't healthy but the exit feeling so far. Lord, I need you like a thread that needs a needle. The depression turning lethal, and I know my heart's deceitful. These demons, they pick my death upon the easel, but they not prophetic. Got the anesthetic, won't be overcome by evil. Lord, forgive me for forgetting where my hope is. I know your victory is something I can boast in. And when I feel defeated, walls are feeling closed in. Help me remember I'm your child and I'm chosen.
So many people have lost hope, and you know how you can tell when you lose hope? When you no longer begin to pray for things that you want God to change in your life. When you no longer begin to care. When you no longer begin to anticipate, expect God to do something in your life, you begin to lose hope. But if you've ever felt this morning that your life is bleeding, your marriage is bleeding, your finances are bleeding, your singleness is bleeding, and you have lost hope, let me encourage you today that there is hope.
I found hope, I found love, I found joy, I found peace. It was found in you, Lord. It was found in you, Lord. I found hope, I found love, I found joy, I found peace. It was found in you, Lord. It was found in you, Lord. I found hope, I found love, I found joy, I found peace. It was found in you, Lord. It was found in you, Lord. I found hope, I found love, I found joy, I found peace. It was found in you, Lord. It was found in you, Lord. I found hope, I found love, I found joy, I found peace. It was found in you, Lord. It was found in you, Lord. I found hope, I found love, I found joy, I found peace. It was found in you, Lord. It was found in you, Lord. It's because of you, Lord. It's because of you. It's because of you, Lord. It's because of you. It's because of you, Lord. It's because of you.
Yeah, that's J. Crum, Placebos right here off the Villains album that just dropped a couple weeks ago. So make sure you check that out. Very dope track right there. And I think that might be him singing on the hook too.
Sounds good though.
So
that hook happened and I wasn't mad.
That's a dope track. And that's the voice I like on him too, man. That was a dope style of his bars and everything, and deep track.
Yeah, man.
So if anybody's dealing with stuff like that, man, definitely, if you don't have anyone to talk to, you could always call us up, 702-608-3259. You can call the Guerilla Cross line, leave a message.
We got a courage and word for you.
Somebody will definitely hit you back. We know a lot of people that have dealt with that. We know a lot of organizations and stuff like that. So if you are dealing with that, any kind of depression, it doesn't even have to be suicidal thoughts. It doesn't even have to be that far. But any little depression can lead into that eventually. So you do need to kind of deal with it.
I got a depression testimony, so I can let you know what happened. Not that I need to give now, but what I'm saying is that
let's do it now.
If you need to, I don't have to get into it now. But what I'm saying is that if you need to talk to somebody about it, you're talking to somebody who's been through it. So we're not just shooting off at
I feel you,
out of different holes in our bodies. We actually been through something.
Yeah. So you don't want to tell it now?
Well, no. I mean, I last year when I hurt myself, I definitely went through a depression of not feeling like the man of the house. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't actually work and
hurt his
earn
foot
money.
twice, two surgeries.
Yeah, 2 surgeries. Out of work for a whole half of the year. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't actually earn the money, the job that I was working with. that I've let go of that job now. They didn't let go of me. I let go of them.
Hey.
Talk about an upgrade. But I've been through stuff, and it definitely put a toll on my life. And it was the first time I actually ever dealt with anything like that. Feeling, things were going well, but I still could not get out of this funk.
Yeah.
But through prayer, through counseling, through talking through some people, and actually meeting it head on, I can find myself being able to say I made it through that. So if you guys have gone through stuff like that, man, hey, look, I'll tell you the story more in depth, but God is good and God is real.
It's good.
And it was dope that, the chant in that song that he found God. He found God, because we can't forget that Jesus in the Bible actually went to some people who now would maybe considered mentally helped.
Yeah.
Have mental health issues, so
definitely
God is real.
Yo, I got my man Steve Hollywood Huff in the building with us today. And Jackie, say your last name for me.
Lizaola.
Lizaola.
Yes.
Lizaola. Sounds like pasta.
I was going to say it sounds like
an Italian dish.
It's an Italian
It's an Italian dish?
Last name.
Yeah,
No,
I was
not a
gonna-
dish.
Okay.
I was going to say a topping for pizza. Let me get pepperoni and Lizaola, please. Are you all out Lizaola? I never coming like it.
All out of Lizaola, I'm
You
leaving.
ain't got no Lizaola. Kind of place is this?
What'd you guys think about J. Crump's music in the interview?
I thought it was dope. He
right,
seemed.
okay.
Sometimes all you need is those.
That's it. I thought it was dope. The end.
Nah, he seemed to have his head in the right place, especially as a Christian hip hop artist. The Christian should be emphasized.
Yeah.
And he definitely seems to have that part going for him. I liked his music. We only played. Did you play 3 songs or 2?
Two.
Just 2 songs.
Yep.
It's a little variation. It almost was like 2 different styles of music, but I liked them both. That second song, it touched my soul. I was like, man,
There you go.
it's good, and it was good music. It was well produced. It was well performed.
And that's what I
It
like
was,
about the
you
whole
know,
album.
yeah.
Like it makes sense. It's not just random songs on top of each other. It's just a well put together project. And I think it is about 12 or 13 tracks.
Yeah, you know what? I got Spotify, doesn't number them, but it's around that many.
Okay.
You know what? How you can support artists like that? A lot
10
of people
tracks.
just like streaming, but actually, if you have Spotify, click over that download slide and download it. It's a different thing when you download it from Apple Music. Put it on your phone.
Okay.
Then the artist actually gets a little bit more credit, a little more money comes in that. When you just streaming it, you gotta stream it 10 billion times for them to get a couple $100.
So if you don't want to buy it, just keep streaming it 10 billion times.
That's true, but if you want to download it,
Yeah.
the artist actually gets a little bit more credit. In that.
Jackie, what'd you think?
I liked it. I really liked the way he carried himself. I really like that about Christian hip hop music. That's the really big difference, other than obviously it being Christian based.
Yeah.
Is the personality that comes with the artist and anybody with basically with God in their heart and in their life. I just really like the vibes that those type of people bring.
Yeah, man.
And it reflects through his music.
Yeah.
And you can tell he's down to earth. He's
Definitely.
being real. And then people are not afraid to talk about stuff that they've been through that made them that person that they are today. And
Yeah.
obviously he talks about that, through his music and other ways.
And it helps people that are listening, because I know there was growing up, I listened to a lot of Christian hip hop that some of it, the quality wasn't great.
Yeah.
But the message behind it really helped me out a lot through different things in life. So it's important. Your message is important as an artist. So make sure you stick to that.
Mm-hmm.
Stick to what God put on your heart to make, and don't get caught up in the music part of it.
Right.
Just be caught up in that message, and just
because God
make dope
worked
art
on
from there.
God worked with you through something.
Yeah.
He worked you through something, so you need to make sure that gets out.
Yep.
You can't tell the next man's story or the next woman's story. You need to be able to tell your story sincerely, and that genuine message will get out and touch someone.
And I think one huge thing, and I feel like I'm always saying something negative and trying to justify why I'm saying it, but sometimes you have to understand when you don't have a story to tell and be quiet. Like there are a lot of artists who just want to make music, and that's fine. But you may not necessarily fit into the genre you're trying to get into because you don't have that story. You don't have that experience.
Yeah.
Just because we're talking about mental health, you went through something dealing with that.
Yeah.
Talking about James.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a certain number of people you can touch with that story.
Exactly.
There are people who have not gone through it and they're trying to give advice on, just do this, just do that. Like, no, stop. You didn't go through this. You're not qualified to step into this realm yet. So, and it's not a bad thing. It's just, it's better if you wait until you have the experience or you have the story to tell or you have that qualification.
But sometimes even if you don't,
strong.
even if you haven't been through something though, you still need to be there. If you come up to me saying you're depressed,
oh no, 100%,
and suicidal thoughts or whatever, I still need to be there as a man to be like, look, man, I don't know what you're going through, but I'm gonna be there for you. I'm gonna give you some good advice.
Yes,
I'm gonna pray with you. I'm gonna get into some Bible verses that might deal with that, that might help you out. So I agree with you. Definitely get around some people that have been through that because they know, but. And then don't give bad advice. Don't try to give an answer if you don't have an answer.
Right.
The answer sometimes is, listen, man, I don't have the answer, but I'm going to be here for you. Let's,
Yeah, the Bible talks about not taking unwise counsel, right? So you want to talk to somebody who knows what they're talking about. But being a support system like you're talking about, if I don't have all of the answers for this, then I'll walk with you. I'll be able to hold you up until we go and find the answers together.
Right.
You got to be, either one or the other.
Right.
That's dope, though.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, man.
So I want to review another song, and then we're gonna talk to Jackie and see why she's here and what she's about and what she's doing. So
and who she recently beat up because her, y'all came in. I see her hands in the cast.
I didn't even notice that.
Oh.
That's cool.
I had no idea she only had 4 fingers. We'll talk about how that happened too. All right, we're gonna get into this song. This is BRM. We play him every week. He submits songs every week. And this song is called Noah. It came out 2 days ago, or he submitted it 2 days ago.
So he just recording songs on Monday and be like, I gotta get this ready for Friday.
He actually sent this, made this for some contest he was doing. So we're gonna play this track right now. It's called Noah.
BRM.
Right here, Speak Life Radio, and we're gonna critique it. Listen, man, just because you make dope music every week doesn't mean we're gonna like it every week.
Are you batting 1,000?
Listen, if this song sucks, man, I'm gonna let you know.
I think we should just agree that it sucks already.
I can't stand it.
Yeah. Man, like Noah, I want to help build the kingdom. We got decisions. Heaven or hell. Yeah. Touching out these beats, call me Balboa. Trying to save and build the kingdom of Noah. Blood is coming soon, you're going down, alright. Decisions yours, make it up. Yeah. Flesh hearing me and entertaining me. Working my way up to Major League. Why not me? So I was made to be. Ricky Von here, I'm blazing heat. Dropping these songs like 8 a week. Yeah, I'm getting older, but I ain't peak. Chasing the dreams, ain't afraid to see. Gonna play the beat, I tell you about God, you gon' leave him. Really not sure you believe him. Dodging the truth, you weaving. Ticking the talk like beating. Asking you going or leaving. Let no one deceive ya. Building this ark, got no one leading. That is to see him, yeah. Don't want me to talk about Jesus. I'm going to anyway. The devil is begging and pleading. I'm telling him get away. These lies don't want him to fill in my head. Running in circles, they try to get in. Need to stand on the scriptures I read. Believe what they said, yo. Punching out these beats, call me Balboa. Trying to save and build the kingdom of Noah. Blood is coming soon, you're going down, alright. Decision yours, make it up. Stop it, looking at me like I'm a fool. Taking a step right off the boat. Playing it cool, now watch me float. Walking on water's not a joke. That was Peter's son's called Noah, I don't know. I'm just talking about trusting God. When we see no way, man, time to go, yeah. Walk to him or sink or swim. Hope I get you interested. When you feel the wind blowing, eyes on him. Back to Noah, where we going? Now you wanna know. People thought, man, he was crazy. Wish they would've shown up. That's so cold. I think he warned her. Yeah, he was old. The storm was coming. He built.
Yeah, that's BRM with Noah right here. We're doing an indie artist music review right here on Speak Life Radio right now. And I'm going to get into it, man, because I joked around a little bit before we got into it. It's definitely not my favorite song from him.
Really? Okay.
I like the beat. I like his verses. I did not like the hook at all. I didn't like how he came in with it. It was just a little too like, I didn't like the hook. I wasn't feeling the hook.
Okay.
Hollywood Huff. Start with you. Uh-oh.
All right,
Nancy.
Uh-oh.
There was a time
in my life,
Right.
back in
a
6th
world.
grade.
around 2000s. I used to go to a lot of clubs, parties before I knew Jesus. So
Some people go
But,
there with Jesus.
yeah, I know. But I used to listen to a lot of crunk, like club music, like, you know, the words didn't matter, the beat went hard, and you know, like Bone Crusher, I ain't never scared. Like, I don't know why I'm thinking about that right now, but that's kind of how I felt listening to this, where half of what he was saying I honestly couldn't understand. Maybe I'm getting old. I sound like my dad. Can't understand, you know? But I was listening to it and I was really thinking like, man, it's a banger. Like I was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I couldn't understand half of what he was saying, but I was thinking like, I'll play this in the house, like when I'm doing something, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this just sound like a, I don't know, man. Maybe it was
And the beat went hard. I just didn't like the hook. I liked everything else but the hook.
The beat was hard. So I mean, I don't even know how to critique this because I know there's something I should be critiquing, but I actually like the song.
You're feeling it, bro.
Just feeling it.
Feeling it. Yak City.
Yeah, my turn. Well, I have
my turn.
My turn.
About time. She's like, these guys won't let me talk.
No, I'm like, you guys know more about this than I do. So
No, you're a fan.
Hey.
Listen, if you listen to music, you know what's up.
That's true. That's true. So I think I have an unbiased opinion because you guys say you guys listen to his songs
Yeah.
every week. Apparently, prepares it on Monday, has some fire
There you
music
go.
on Friday. I liked it, but I do agree with him. There was some stuff where he was like, and I'm like, I like it. I know what you're saying, but I'm feeling it. So I would dance to it like a dishwashing song or something. He's
Yeah,
like,
that's
just
what
doing something.
I was thinking, like cleaning my house. Like I'll play this. Like
You mean you'll have your wife play it while she's cleaning the house?
Trust me, bro. Like I do my part.
That's right. That's right. Good answer. Good answer. Survey says he's still married.
And he only makes girls, by the way. That's the last time I'll ever say it. All right.
Wow.
I'm joking. They're beautiful girls.
So when it comes to BRM, like we have heard him multiple weeks, and he's always different. He's always different. You can always hear a passion in his voice. Dude was nice again this week. He did not let me down. The hook did not bother me. I wanted to say, man, maybe he's gonna miss it this week again, but it is a song that I would listen to again. I could definitely follow what he was saying, and it did, and none of it bothered me. Like another dope song. Like I just want to, like I need to just follow him on social media, and just become an official fan. Like I need to follow him on, what I'm saying, on Spotify or whatever you put your music up, bro, because the dude got talent and it's kind of undeniable at this point.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm the only one that wasn't feeling the hook.
It didn't bother me as much.
All right. That works. Hey, that's why we have different opinions in here, because if you just sit there and listen to one guy give an opinion on your song, you might get your feelings hurt. But if you got a panel of people, you're gonna get different opinions, and people are, you'll get a better critique by getting different opinions from different people.
And it is about perspective. It is about like how you saw it. You saw it and you envisioned something. You saw it and you envisioned something. We have a history of his person, so we can actually use that as, a measuring stick to how I feel about it from there. But it's just all about how you see it. It's from your perspective.
Yeah. All right, we're going to get in one more song. And I know I said that last time, but one more song.
The lies.
I know. You're like, interview me.
No, I'm totally kidding.
Shut the music down and interview me. This is Go Yay with Getting Tired. And my man was hitting me up at 2:30 this afternoon. Like, yo, man, what happened to the show? He's from New York. That was not my New York accent.
It was horrible if it was.
I should have tried my New York accent, but I don't really have one. But he hit me up at 2:30 because he's 3 hours ahead of us. And I was like, bro, like, set your alarm clock for 8 o'clock your time.
It's actually on the flyer like that, too. So.
It definitely is. But he sent us a song as well. It's called Getting Tired right here. Go Yay on Speak Life Radio, Indie Artist Music Review.
Getting tired of you, homie. Getting tired of you. This is for you.
Yeah, I'm getting tired. I'm really, really getting tired. I'm getting tired. I'm really, really getting tired. I'm getting tired. I'm really, really getting tired. You coming after me, you gon' catch that holy fire. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I'm really, really getting tired. I'm getting tired. I'm really, really getting tired. I'm getting tired. I'm really, really getting tired. Quit attacking me, you gonna catch that holy fire. Yeah. Tired of you coming after me, my family. No, sorry, not gonna be the next casualty. It's a tragedy, your lies are pure blasphemy. Got the world confused, trying to take over humanity. Covered by the blood, leveled up on a new level. You coming after me, you better bring your own shovel. Crushing you down like a pile of little pebbles. Call your little demons to dig you out the rubble. Getting tired, you really make me sick. Love your enemies, Luke chapter 6. Forgive me, Lord, forgive me. Tell me what I missed. Not the enemy. Case is missed. Yeah, Christ in my DNA. Living righteous, got the cloak. I'm about it, homie. This is real, not a joke. So upset, put my foot on the devil's throat. Better yet, go hang yourself. Here's the rope. I'm getting tired. I'm really, really getting tired. I'm getting tired. I'm really, really getting tired. I'm getting tired. I'm really, really getting tired. You coming after me, you gon' catch that holy fire. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I'm really, really getting tired. I'm getting tired. I'm really, really getting tired. I'm getting tired. I'm really, really getting tired. Quit attacking me, you gonna catch that holy fire.
Yeah, you showing up at work.
Yeah, man, I know your tricks. Yeah,
you showing up at home.
Oh man, you think you slick?
You showing up at church.
Ain't running around like a sheep tick.
I'm crazy for the Lord, but you the one that's a lunatic.
Soul is rich, not selling to Illuminati. Keep your matches, Lamborghini, Maseratis. Angels follow me, no need for paparazzi. Give up Satan, suicide like kamikaze. Filled with the spirit, Jesus Christ, the Messiah. Word in my heart like fire. Jeremiah calling things.
All right, that's Guerilla with Getting Tired right here, Speak Life Radio. Indie Artist Music Review, Steve Hollywood Huff. We will start with you first.
All right, when it first came on, honestly, like I didn't want to like the song. But as it played, I was like, I kind of like this song.
So you did not get tired.
I did.
You didn't get tired of the song.
I was getting tired of it at the beginning, but after hearing him rap, it was like I wanted to be like he's whack, but I was like, it's not really. I don't know. I feel like if Master P was in Christian hip hop, he would sign this dude. Like I almost feel like there's a genre of this specific rapper is in a genre of music that could be. He's from New York, so I was expecting a whole different, I guess, more of an East Coast kind of thing. So when it first started, I was like, I don't know. But then the more I'm listening to it, the more I felt like this dude could rap on No Limit Records. Like, you know what I mean? Like it. So it was
No Limit
production
Records for the 9-9.
Yeah, right. Production and everything was decent. I mean, you know, it's always something to tweak and work on. But I'm more of a fan of lyrics and a little more lyricism, so I would have liked more of that. But honestly, like the beat was pretty cool, and from what he was saying, it wasn't that. The lyrics weren't really bad. I mean, they weren't as like they could have been worse.
Wow.
I don't know.
I don't know what to think about that. They weren't really bad. They could have been worse.
I kind of lost the words. Like they were more like he was kind of bubblegum ish with the rapping, but there are more bubblegum rappers who have been successful. You know what I mean? So I didn't think he was really bad, I guess. You know what I mean? So it was cool.
All right, 9 Fingers. Oh. Sorry.
I think it's just 8.
I gave
You
her,
went there.
I gave her a rap name. Sorry. Yak City.
Can you define bubblegum rappers? Just out of curiosity.
Uh-oh.
I feel like bubblegum rappers are rappers that rhyme like almost like nursery rhymes where they only rhyme the word at the end of a sentence.
Very basic.
Almost like a Too Short kind of rapper who was probably one of the best bubblegum rappers in the world.
Hands down.
Like, you know what I mean? But just very like, I walked down the street, I was using my feet. You know, I mean, it's very like just simple,
like
basic
bubblegum.
rap patterns. It's nothing like you're never gonna listen to a one and go, man, that was dope. Like, oh my god, like, you know, like Eminem would be the opposite of a bubblegum rapper.
Okay.
Like, yeah. So
Would he be like a beef stew rapper?
Chewing tobacco.
No, so I like the song. I kind of remind me of when I wake up in the morning. I'm like, I'm already tired. I'm not trying to do this today. and then you hear like the little subtle like Satan in the background, which I kind of felt a little weird about. But I mean, I like the song.
I didn't like that part at all.
Yeah, it was weird, but you know. And then the holy fire part, I really like that, like what it kind of symbolized.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
For me, it was the flow. The flow was a little bit off. It felt like, we talk
Little
about
choppy.
Yeah, we talk about on the show. It sounds like you're reading. When it sounds like you are you don't have it fully, so the words don't flow right into one another. That was a little bit off, but it was a good song. It was okay. It
was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. I didn't like the Satan part. Like some of the
that was weird
ad-libs
to
were a
me.
little
That was
too
weird.
much. I think the recording is what I didn't like the most.
Satan. Getting tired. Wait.
Like some of the ad-libs were like over, like there was too much like going on behind
I feel
the
like you needed
verse.
my consent to say this. Satan. I'm getting tired.
But it also sounded a little too old school for me.
Okay.
Some of even the beat sounded a little dated. The ad-lib sounded a little dated. The flow style. I mean, it's cool. He actually submitted some other music to me before that I liked a lot more than this song. So
He has talent. It just this one was
yeah.
I don't know. For
But
me,
but
it was
he
a
had
reading.
submitted a song to me a couple weeks ago that I actually liked a lot.
Did we play it?
That he sent to my email. No, we didn't play it on air. He had sent it after the show that I liked. So he definitely has talent.
Yeah.
I just wasn't feeling this song as much, and I think in the studio you probably needed to tighten it up a lot more. And you need somebody that if you're not on beat the right way or really writing the beat, you need somebody to tell you that. So whoever's engineering, like, don't be afraid to tell the artist, like, hey, man, that was dope, huh? If an artist tells you that, let them know. Like, if it wasn't, let them know. And let them know what they need to work on.
One thing I
Don't worry
found
about
out-
killing the ego of an artist because you want them to put out something
Kill that ego.
sounds dope. You feel me?
Murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Murder.
Wow.
Say
Murder that
guy. A lot of times it's where you pick your spots, your breath spots. Like when you're rapping, it's where you pick your breath spots. So might just try it again. Do another take.
He could have been just getting tired while he was rapping.
Ah!
It was,
wow.
Hey,
Where is the
He was speaking it into existence, literally.
rapping
I'm spitting tired.
Rapping is hard.
It's not easy. It's not
It's
easy.
so hard. This dude says he raps and refuses to rap
Oh, you
on the
spit-
radio show. Steve, I know you got like an old binder with some of your lyrics.
I feel like if you ever rapped
He just
and
said he was walking
recorded,
down the street. He was using his feet. You didn't get that far?
like I feel like if you've ever rapped and like seriously for a while, it's kind of a part of you. Like if you're an artist, you're an artist, whether you are pursuing it professionally or not. So yeah, there are times where I'm at home and I feel like rapping, but I'm not pursuing that career at all. You know,
Okay.
so I have every once in a while, like, and it'll last for literally like 2 hours.
Well,
I'll get
listen,
desire to put out a
rap is
mixtape.
not a career. Hip hop is an art.
I agree.
So if you
I agree.
made art before and somebody's like, "Yo, let me see your art,"
But
just
all
don't
right,
tell them you
I
ever
could-
made art.
I'll send you some of my old music.
Okay.
But if you want me to like freestyle, like that's a skill that I have not used in.
He said used.
My oldest daughter is 8, and I definitely ain't done it since she's been alive. So it's been
Wow.
more than that. Like
All
I
right.
haven't even attempted to freestyle. And Quan's always like, "Go ahead, and bust a freestyle. Just drop a freestyle."
ahead,
Just like
right now.
it ain't like
Let's
you
go.
can't.
Hey.
Yo.
What's a freestyle?
Yak
It's
City.
great.
Yak City's good at freestyle.
Not freestyle. One of y'all can freestyle. I have not even attempted.
Just try. Here's the thing: you don't have to be dope. Just try.
To. It's got to be
It don't
dope,
have to
or it
be
ain't coming
great.
out of my mouth. Like that's
Your
it.
older daughter is 8.
Come on.
I'm
Yo,
not about to
yo.
freestyle.
Do
You
it.
can just,
He's not gonna
Yo.
do it.
and I'm not giving in to the peer pressure. So
It's turning red.
we can. Come on.
He's like a white boy turning red.
Time, man. Just put me on the spot to like.
It's like Robert Kraft
Wow.
getting busted by the Fed.
We gonna be waiting on this album like Detox, huh?
yeah.
This is a dope beat too. You could have
It was
rapped
nice.
on, man.
When Detox come out, there we go.
All
Detox
right,
is
let
never
me
coming
get
out.
Dre on the phone.
Detox is never coming out. All right, we have a guest to interview. She's been on the show the whole show, reviewing your music, hating most of your music, liking
that
some
is
of it.
lie.
She said off air she's getting tired of these songs.
She's like, I'm getting tired of this segment.
See,
Wow.
Wow.
I rebuke you, Satan.
I think I'm
No,
gonna do that
that's
ad
not-
lib all night.
No.
That ad lib's gonna happen all night.
I cast that ad lib.
I'm gonna have a Lyft driver like, can you turn here? I'm like, yes, I can. Satan.
Oh my god.
Can you turn that music? Can you play something else besides rap?
2 stars.
I've had people say that. It's like, if I'm listening to rap, like, don't offend the music I'm listening to.
Right.
If it's not your style and you want to listen to D. Martin, cool. Just let me know that. But I wasn't too mad at them. They gave me a $5 tip.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, see, there was still.
There you go.
Yeah.
What else you want to hear, sir?
Dean Martin, here's some Frank Sinatra to go with that.
It's better than the news.
Here's Sammy Davis. Oh, nope, he's black. Never mind. Won't play that for you, sir. Anyways, we got Yak City in the building.
I cannot. That's funny.
And she has a lot of rap names.
2 thumbs.
Wow. Come on, don't be mean.
You can do better than that.
That was kind of. I called her nine fingers, and it was the number 9 INE, and then FINGAZ.
There you go.
9 fingers.
Fingers.
Yeah.
What's up?
Do you like that nickname?
It's all right.
Turn the beat up. Let's hear our freestyle. Let's go.
No.
Come on, you could do it. I know you freestyle in your car.
I know.
You rap in your car though, right?
Sometimes.
Exactly.
I'm like, girl, you looking so good. Driving
Hey.
going to work.
Hey.
A little better than that, but that's just me on the spot right now.
That's right. That's
All
right.
right. Hey,
All right.
she did it though.
I wasn't scared.
And
though.
she never
shots.
claimed to be a rapper.
Shots fired.
I'm not scared.
I say yo.
I refuse to put out subpar material.
Ooh.
It's not
Oh,
material.
it's a battle now. It's a battle.
Hey, he said you're subpar.
I didn't say she was subpar.
Hey,
I
I'm
said
not a
I'm not
rapper.
going to
That's
put
what I
out
heard.
subpar material.
That's what I heard.
She's not even a rapper, and she smashed you in that battle.
Wow.
You got 30, bro.
All right, tell us about yourself. We already know a little bit about the pageant, so go into that a little more. And how long you been in Vegas, first of all?
Born and raised.
Born and raised, me
Wow.
too.
Oh, wow.
Air Dap.
Oh.
Steve? Oh, you know, you're born in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, from
It
Los
was
Angeles.
an Air Dap.
Okay. Is that what we call it nowadays?
The air
Yeah.
dap.
What are you doing?
That's what older people call it.
He can't reach you.
I could.
What happened to Air 5?
There you go.
I feel like that's kind of awkward. But...
It is.
Yeah, okay, no.
Especially
never
on
mind.
camera. I'm like, my hand goes like super far into the camera.
Like a
My
mine.
bad.
It's like being a mime.
It's like 3D.
So,
So tell us about yourself.
well, obviously born and raised here. This is random, but the industry that I'm working in is the landscape industry. So my goal, which is, kind of builds up to what I'm doing right now, is to redesign communities in Las Vegas or even expand from there that have been forgotten.
Nice.
So a lot of like the downtown areas, the Main Street where all the homeless people live.
Yeah.
And actually, when I was on my way here, I took an exit on the freeway where it's like that D Street exit, and I'm like, this
yeah.
is the stuff I'm talking about. Like people just assume that just because homeless people live here, they shouldn't take care of anything that's around them.
Exactly.
When my mentality is maybe if we provided something that was more user friendly, more that helps your way of like thinking. So mentally affects you physically, just in every way possible. I feel like it changes people.
It does.
For real.
And it's like, I don't ever see people out there cleaning stuff up after them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, we can do stuff to make changes like that.
I mean, the cops go in there and like kick them out,
Okay.
and then they have to go back. But yeah, I mean that's true. How come they don't clean up those areas they're in without kicking them out? Because what happens is you get gentrification, and they kick out the whole neighborhood and start building stuff that doesn't even fit what that community was. So why not do something to help that community with the people that are right there? I think that's really dope. And so you're a woman in landscaping. You don't hear that a lot. So what is that like with you being in that industry and probably being around mostly guys? Do they take you serious when you say like, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm trying to design?
You know what? This is something I've been hearing a lot, that women don't get enough respect, if any at all. Like even at my office, before even I got hired, there was only one more female, and she was just, she's our office manager.
Wow.
So even then, they don't see women as, capable of doing stuff in that industry for whatever reason. When there is a lot of women that are super talented that actually do a lot of things, and I don't know why they don't get recognized.
Which is weird, because in 2019, I think we're at a point in our society where it's like, yo, let them do whatever they can do the same things we do. And I think we've seen women in other industries that was mainly a male-based industry.
Right.
And I think we've seen that change. So it's weird that they still look at it like that, like, we don't know.
Yeah. So one big thing that one of my many, well, I think it's accomplishment. I was going to say mini, but I think in my head it's big. I got accepted into a design program at Harvard for landscape architecture the past year.
Very
I just couldn't go because they contradicted with a couple of things.
Uh-huh.
But that's how.
But you got that
passionate-
acceptance,
yes.
though.
But that's how passionate I am about it. Like, I'm willing to keep pushing.
Yeah.
To get what I need and build that platform to really make a difference for people to take me serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what do I got to do to make this happen? That's my mentality.
And a lot of people taking people say it's like merit based, right? They want to see a win. They
Yeah.
want to see how you do it, your work, and by being recognized by Harvard and saying, "Look, I want you in my program," and you know, being so dope and be like, "Look, you can't afford me."
Well, low key was the other way around. Like, I can't afford y'all.
But I mean, it just shows that there is some there's some talent there. It seems like a big heart project. Have you always had this heart? Was this a passion you found late in life, or?
No. I've always had a thing. I think it goes back to my faith. I've always had that connection of whatever I need to do, whatever I do in life, it has to be giving to other people and loving other people and making a difference.
Yeah.
So it kind of really started with like my brother, my oldest brother. He started volunteering a lot at United Way, so a big local nonprofit that kind of kind of like the mom of all nonprofits here.
Right.
And then I kind of went on to another one called Project 150. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's another local nonprofit that assists homeless, disadvantaged, and displaced high school students. So I work a lot with the youth. So like as far as mentorships, volunteering, outreach projects, I do that for the kids, and I kind of try to lead them and say, hey, you know, it's cool that you have your life, your social, and your school, but you have to remember that you have to give back to the community that serves you as well. Right. And that's something that I really, really want to push, and I have been pushing.
It's good to show the benefits, though, of giving back to your community. You get to see something when you, like, people do garden projects, you know, where you have just make a garden, or like, a day of planting trees. And it's not just Earth Day that, you know, you can do this. These are other days of the year that you just set up and you go out and you impact your community. But you'll look back years later and say, that garden, I had something to do with it, and it's fed this, or this tree. Right. Now people are sitting under it reading a book, and I had something to do with that. That's amazing.
Yeah. And another thing that I really like to push with the whole giving back thing is that I think it builds character. And that's a really big thing that I think our youth, I know that our youth needs
definitely
is someone, or, you know, many people to show them how to build character, because they're looking either up to the wrong people, you know, seeing the wrong messages. And I feel like that has a lot to do with our society and the kids that are going to be taking over.
And they're in their phones all day and all night instead of getting out doing stuff in real life. Like, we saw people playing in the snow. We saw people posting videos of that. Like, you don't have to take your kids out just when it's snowing. Like, take your kids and do other stuff.
Right.
That's
like,
true.
yo, it's sunny outside. Like, that's something they don't see in their phone. Like, do stuff. Like, listen, you're the parents.
I have a picture of the sun in my phone.
Tell your kids to stay off the video games and off the phone. Like, limit them. Like, you're the parent. Don't let them run you. And I see so many kids running their parents, and sometimes they can't help it. It's like, it's a single parent. They work 2 jobs trying to feed their kid, so their kid's just at home doing that. But, like, get them in the organization, get them in and around people that will motivate them to do other things in life. And I think too, with going back to the being a woman in that industry, you being successful in that will open that door for other women to be able to be successful in that. So
you become an example of success.
Exactly.
Other people can see you.
So definitely keep that going. I think that's dope that you're doing that, and pretty much everything you're doing is community based, and I really think that's dope. Because a lot of people don't give back to their community, and not all community work needs to be volunteer work either. Like, you can make money doing what you love doing and still giving back to the community.
Correct.
So I think that's dope.
Yeah. So I just thought about church right now, where, you know, Las Vegas is known as Sin City, and our church pushes its grace, like the city of grace. And I'm just like, we can really, you know, turn it around as to what is advertised, you know, and I don't know why you just brought that up, but
that's a great thing, because sometimes rebranding works, and you think, oh, people always say, do they got churches in Vegas? Like, that's a real life question that I get. You know, oh yeah, I go to church, or I'm, you know, and working in my community. And, oh, what, you they got churches in Vegas? Like, yeah, bro. Like, it's a community here. It's people here. People live here. People were born here. And then they were invaded by Los Angeles. Shout out to LA people. What's up? But, you know, it's dope that you have that heart. I wanted to talk about the pageant. How did you get into that lifestyle? Because I know some people who were in that lifestyle. How's that?
It was something that I wanted. I was going through some stuff, so it kind of goes back. So when you guys were talking earlier about like depression and going through things, and it kind of brings you to where you're at, and it makes you thankful for that position that you're in. I decided that I need to do something for myself. That, you know, I have like a bucket list of things that I want to do before, you know, I'm no longer here. And I was like, why am I putting things off for tomorrow or later, like when I can just do it now?
Silent.
And I started with the Nuestra Belleza Nevada one last year. And I just Nuestra Belleza Nevada.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's been a couple girls. My friend Genesis was on here.
Okay,
I
yeah, she
spoke
was
to
on.
you- one-
Yeah, the other.
Yeah. So I started there, and I looked up to Leticia Castro. She's a Latina also, you know, doing something like that, kind of pushing for Latina girls to kind of empower them. So I was like, you know what, I want to do it. But when I decided to join, it was like 2-3 weeks before the big old competition. So I was like, I've never done this before. I got to cram and kind of like prepare. And, you know, you got to find the perfect gown, and you got to just be prepared to be on stage because exposing yourself to people is not easy. Like, girls are like up there smiling, but inside they're like, oh my God.
Right.
But so I decided to do that for myself, and mostly I wasn't doing it for the crown. I wasn't doing it for the title. I was doing it because I wanted to do it, like for myself. And then I decided to kind of like just keep doing things that would build me as a person, and that somehow I could turn it around to benefit other people.
Yeah.
And that's always my thing. Like, whatever God puts me in and wants me to be, I want Him to use me as a tool to make a difference. Like, that's my thing. Like, I can't push that enough. So then I was really lucky and blessed, to be honest, that this girl that's a current Miss Nevada Earth title holder to reach out to me and say, hey, I see that you're doing, you know, landscape architecture and design, and, you know, we're Nevada Earth, so we push for the environment, and, you know, you don't have to just do stuff for the environment, for the community in general. And the awesome thing about this pageant is that it's international. So after Nevada and the Nevada title in April, nationals are also held here in Las Vegas in July. And then it goes to USA, and then it goes to the Earth, like literally the entire world.
It goes to Earth. And then from there, it's like Saturn and on and on.
And Milky Way.
The whole Milky Way,
Yeah, so I just love that. I feel like it can go a lot of ways.
That's dope.
That's super
That
solid.
is pretty dope. I think it's really important. It seems like you got this, but a lot of people don't understand that no matter where you are, whether you're just starting at something, you're in the middle, or you're at the top, like, you have a level of influence. Like, there are people who are watching you and are seeing what you do. And I think that alone, they may never say anything. They may never like your Facebook post or follow you on Instagram or call you and come up to you and ask for an autograph. But there are people who you're mentoring, like, directly. And then there are people who see you mentoring. And I think that part is something that I think in general people always overlook. And that's just as big as you doing what you're doing. Like me watching you could impact my life as much as you telling someone or mentoring someone directly. And I say that because I have daughters, and of course I have my own personal dreams I want them to do. In the end, I want them to be happy and choose a career that they want, or a business, or whatever they may, you know, choose to do. But to see that, like, here's a woman in landscaping, which in my mind, I instantly link to like construction. You know what I mean? Where like there's a lot of like, you know what I mean? A similar field where it's mostly male dominated. And then to see like, man, you're breaking a barrier right now, or you're helping to break a barrier that my daughters won't have to break. So if they choose, you know, 10 years, my oldest is 8, 10, 12 years from now, if she decides to go into the same field, you already paved or open a couple doors to pave in a path that she won't have to do. It'd be a little bit easier for her than it was for you at this point right now.
So how does it feel to be such an important trailblazer?
And will you hire his daughter when she goes to you for a job?
Of course, I'd be like, I remember your dad. He was talking to me about you.
He lost a battle rap against me back in 2019.
He called me subpar, but you know what? I still got you.
No, that's not what happened. No,
it happened just like that.
Yeah. Do you look at things like that, or is it just right, like blinders on, get done what I need to get done, and then you decide to maybe look back at legacy?
What do you mean, like me?
Like, do you pay attention to stuff like that? You say, look, I want to be
like what Steve was saying.
Yeah. I want to be a trailblazer, or is it just I'm doing what God put me on this earth to do, and I'll look back at legacy later?
I would say a little bit of both. Like
Okay.
I want to like for me, at least when I was younger, I'm thinking to myself now, I want to be that person that I didn't have when I was younger to look up to.
Yeah. Solid.
So
Okay,
I may
yeah.
not be a perfect person, you know, I'm gonna
Right.
be the perfect example or whatever, or you might not even want to be like me or be in
Yeah.
the same industry. But if I could even change your life one bit, just by one simple thing that I did or that I said, I'm okay with that
Yeah,
because
that's
I know
good.
that I helped you
Yeah.
just
Right,
for that
right.
one bit where you maybe didn't know what to do.
And that's strong. That's a strength that most people don't have. Most people just kind of ride the wave, but you actually are creating a current, and that's dope.
That's good stuff.
Pretty
Let
good.
people know where they can find you. And when's your next pageant?
It will be April 20. Oh my gosh, 23rd.
Third.
Yes, April 23rd.
I didn't know that. Just guessed.
No, it is.
Okay.
It is. Okay, so
April 23rd.
Yes, April 23rd.
And are those open to the public?
Yes. So
Cool.
you guys can buy tickets. So if anyone is interested in going or supporting, I'll post that and everything on
All
my
right.
Instagram, which is Jackie Lizaola. So
Lizaola.
I like the way she say it.
Jackie Lizaola.
Last name is Liz as in zebra, Aola. And that's the same for
As
everything
in
else.
A.
As in hey.
Why did you choose that?
I don't know.
As
and
in
I
a-
repeated it.
I'm talking.
Hey, at least I'm not using my full name, like my first name.
Do it.
Let's go.
What's
Let's go.
What's your full name?
It's
Say it once, and I wanna know if I can say it back.
Well, my full name is Jacqueline, but in Spanish it's Jacqueline.
Okay.
The
Jacqueline.
difference is that it's with the Y,
Ah,
which is
Jacqueline.
how I got Yak City, because my friends
Yeah.
were like, Jacqueline. And then people start saying Yaquelin. I'm like, oh my
Oh,
god.
Yaquelin.
The original.
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. Jacqueline.
Jacqueline Lizaola.
There you go.
See, I'm just mad that because
It sounded like I was yodeling, right?
Because you go to Jackie for the white people. You know what I'm saying? Right. Let's face it.
You made your name
Jackie,
racist.
I'm not gonna
Because
lie.
listen, I told you this
Oh,
story
it's
when you told me that. I went up to this church that opened up on my house in a school, and I pull up, and a Hispanic dude comes walking out. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I can't go to an all white church. I can't go to an all black church. I need diversity when I go to
What
when I
about
go to church.
Hispanics? You just said. Just
Well,
all
I'm
white,
just
all
saying I
black?
can't go to all anything church.
Right.
Unless it's all Korean because they're all speaking in tongues and I just feel the Holy Spirit.
A little bit more.
No.
But so I pull up and this dude comes out. He's like, "Hey, we start service at 10. It's like 8:30." I'm like, "All right, cool. Like, I'm tired. I'm just getting off work, so I'll probably try to come next week." And he's like, "Oh yeah, my name's Richie. Blah blah blah." I'm like, "Okay, cool." He's like, and he said something about, "Oh, well, my name's actually Ricardo, but they call me Richie here." I'm like, "Okay, so you let the white people just change your name?" You know what I'm saying? And I don't.
White people have been
And
changing
I'm not
names
saying you
for
do that. I'm just saying
years.
white people have a way of giving you the nickname they want you to have. And I think
Yeah.
you need to stand up and be like, no,
it's
this is my
Jacqueline.
name.
Lizaola.
Jacqueline.
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 Lizaola.
Look, this is one of those things in life where you got to pick your
Steve's
fights.
name was Kareem Abdul Jahuff. And he changed his name to Steve.
No.
Because of a white guy.
Listen,
To make it more
listen,
tolerable.
There are some battles.
Kareem Abdul Jahuff.
I feel what she's saying. There are some battles in life where you can fight, and some where it's like, you know what?
Let it
Putting
slide,
the-
right?
yeah,
You'll
you
let
know-
it slide.
Just
'Cause
call me
look,
Jackie.
My mom, this I remember this. Like, my mom's name is Yolanda, and she changed the spelling of her name because people kept calling her Yolanda, which I don't know how
So
you
she
messed
put
that
the
up.
O That's just-
where the
Wait,
A
wait,
is.
how'd
So
she
where
spell
the
it, though?
right, so it was spelled Yolanda,
Like Yolanda spelled.
Yolanda, right? So she changed it to Yolonda.
So now it's Yolanda.
YOLO.
Yo,
Yeah, but
Sounds
this was
YOLO.
You
years,
already-
YOLO.
years before
YOLO,
YOLO
duh.
was a thing. Like,
There you
I
go.
kind of like that though.
YOLO
YOLO.
and it's like continuing the sentence.
Yolo Anda.
Yola
So-
and
but
Yolo
look,
and
her changing that name was from correcting people for years.
But you know
from
what
reading
happens?
it wrong, you know?
Because my son's name is Janin, right?
Okay.
And people, when they first hear it, they say, "Oh, Jalen" or Jaden. And when you correct someone, they typically don't get it wrong again.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a battle, but you still keep your identity. So I
Right.
think in correcting someone makes them repeat it over and over
At least
again.
they'll try
Yeah.
to get it right.
They know that there's a uniqueness about you, and they actually go through that. They have to go through that. Yes, it's a battle that you'll
Oh,
fight for
yeah.
the rest of your life. But I always tell them, like, no, tell them how to say your
Look.
name. Tell them this is your name. You're not. You don't have to just. I'm gonna go by this.
I'm just saying. I understand.
But you like going by Jackie though, right?
I like Jackie, but you know what? Then people are like, I see your name spelled differently. How do you say, it's a
Right.
conversation starter.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
There you
okay, I like it.
Yeah.
And then you gotta, no, it's still my government
But yeah,
name.
Jacqueline. I like that.
To each, I think is to each his own. If some will, some won't. My
And
wife.
I like Yak
yeah.
City.
So what
too.
nationality are you?
Yes. What's up?
What nationality are you?
Mexican. Both my parents.
Just straight Mexican with an Italian last name.
Straight Mexican. Well, if you go back to the whole, family tree thing, on my dad's side, that's where the Italian name came from. So
Okay.
there's a lot of super blonde.
Oh, so it's a slave name. No, I'm just playing.
We have
That's
our
exactly.
some people, in our family have the blonde hair, colored eyes.
Okay.
So you can kind of, not all Mexicans are brown. Just saying.
Hey.
But so yeah, it's
Okay.
mixed culture.
It's cool.
Mhm. It's pretty cool.
That's dope.
That's pretty cool.
All right, and before we let you go, before we close out the show, and we're going to get some pizza. You guys want to get pizza?
Pizza.
Yeah, we're all getting pizza. I don't know. Steve, can you get pizza? Can you call your wife? Let her know.
Probably not. She already
Okay.
told me she's cooking. So.
Well, he's having
Yeah.
pizza. He
Don't
can
wanna
eat
get
more
in
than
trouble.
one meal. Look at Steve. He could have more than one meal.
Just
in
have
him.
one slice.
What do you mean? Look at me. What are you trying to say?
You like to eat, Steve.
So?
Wow.
No, not like that.
What did
He
he do
just
to
he-
you?
he-
You just
he-
call me fat.
No, I didn't call you
think,
fat.
but I think you have a history of eating.
I'm
because-
saying you come in the
because
studio every
we
day with a
all
Cinnabon.
Have a history of eating.
Wow.
Hey,
Yes,
I know
Cinnabon.
this.
That's
I
a
have a
cry
history
out
of
for
eating.
help. A Cinnabon.
He quit eating nibs and went to Cinnabon.
I don't need help.
You ever see somebody eating a
sugar.
Cinnabon alone? You just just extend your hand for prayer,
What if they're living their best life? Because I would do that. Be like,
and
No,
then
eating my
we
Cinnabon.
still will pray for you because we don't know what you might be going through.
Just let me live my best life with
All
my
right.
Cinnabon.
So let us know what happened in that fight.
Oh, that
You got your
With your
hand
hand.
hurt in.
oh, my fight.
Yeah, where you punched that dude, right?
Yep. You should see the other guy.
That's what I'm
Honestly,
saying.
you should see him.
He tried to steal your car. You're like, I'm not having it.
She's not just breaking
I was
barriers;
like,
she's breaking
not today.
jaws.
I was like, not today.
Breaking
Breaking
necks.
jaws, breaking fingers.
Cashing checks.
So how did this happen, though?
It's really not even a cool story. I tried to
It
lie
is.
to him, but when they asked,
I was flying a kite and the wind blew, and all of a sudden it just pulled me, and I was just messed up.
no,
Nevada Earth 2819.
Let her tell her story.
2019. Good, because I only have 9 fingers.
I get it.
So, I'm a dog lover. So if I could, one of my dreams is to buy a big old piece of land and rescue dogs. So
She's
have,
better than all of us, guys.
Oh, definitely.
She's better than all of us.
So up until about a couple weeks ago, I had 4 dogs.
Uh-huh.
So the fourth
And 10
one,
fingers.
yeah, and
10
10
fingers.
Okay.
yes. So the fourth one that I had rescued, she was doing good because I got her in October. Is when I took her in, and she was in really bad shape, and we kind of nursed her back to health, and she was doing okay, and she seemed to get along with the other dogs. Until they just really started getting aggressive and progressively worse, and then she just got in a fight with my golden retriever. And golden retrievers are super sweet dogs.
Mhm.
She can have her bad days.
Yeah.
Started getting in a fight, and I was trying to break it apart. Big mistake, I know.
Oh.
And I was trying to pull my golden retriever away from the other dog to separate them, and my hand was in her collar. So, the collar was wrapped around my finger, like right in the middle, and she pulled super hard, and it snapped, and I've never broken a bone, but I was like, oh my Lord, I broke a bone.
Right.
And it was like at 11 o'clock at night. So I was like laughing and crying at the same time.
Right.
And my finger was all sideways and nasty.
Did you take a picture?
I did take a picture. And
I saw the
X-ray.
X-ray.
Yeah.
It was like
People-
2 pieces.
People thought that was fake. So I was like, why would I fake an X-ray and post it?
First of all,
Because
who do you go to
no,
fake X-ray?
it looks like one of those X-rays you see on a cartoon.
Hey, where can I get a fake X-ray?
Hey,
from?
Gerald, I heard you make X-rays, bro. We about to kill him out here.
I know.
I'm sure you could Google a picture and just download
Hey,
it.
I'm getting all
Low-key.
kinds of sick time off work now. Let me get some
Low-key, I Googled
X-rays.
fractured fingers, and there was an X-ray that looked like mine, and I was like,
That's why they think it's fake.
yeah, right. I'm like, mine's original. I'll get the one with my name on it.
There you go.
But yeah, so then it completely fractured, and then it was just like half of my finger was floating. It was gross. So I
That's
just-
awesome.
Yeah, so there's some nice wiring and a
But
pin
you're
in-
healing good?
Yes.
That's what's up.
Good.
So that's what
So you got
happened.
wires in
So
your
will it-
fingers and pins and all that?
Yeah, so the wiring was, the fracture was kind of like sideways, So they had to wire it back together and then put a pin down the middle that's sticking. Yeah, I'm going to be gross, but it's sticking out of my finger like a hook. And they're going to progressively pull it out after,
That's
So what do you
awesome.
have
Oh,
against
gosh.
Peter Pan?
What do you mean?
Went over
Hook. Captain Hook.
I got it.
That's all
That's
right.
messed up. At least I can hang my keys from there.
There you go.
There you go. There you go.
No,
It's a
but
utility hook.
I mean, your hook is better than most of the hooks we heard on the
Wow.
y'all need
AD
some
artist
assistance in
review.
here.
I got
But it
some
was
metal-
painful when that hook happened.
I got some
There we
metal in
go.
my foot and I can't do nothing with it.
The ad lib on the hook is Satan.
This is a good callback.
Oh.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
Oh.
No, that's dope. So will you be what will you do for the pageant?
See, that's the thing. And I was like, why? I
Yeah.
can't be trying to be cute and then have a
Sure you can.
you know,
It works.
slanted finger. I'm like, hey, world. I can't even wave. I'm right-handed.
You better
Now,
get
you
somebody
know-
to bedazzle that joint.
Hey, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. Bling it
Yeah.
out.
We'd be like, yo, we got a rich robot representing Las Vegas Earth.
No, so I think hopefully I should be out of this cast within a month or less. So what
Dope.
are we? Well, February is pretty
Yeah.
much over. So
Yeah.
I'm crossing these fingers in March. I'm good to go.
That'll be
Stitches
dope.
do come out next Thursday. So,
Oh yeah.
That's so
Once the
fun.
stitches
But
come
still-
out, you're almost there.
well, the hook's got to come out. I can't just be just having a hook just
Yeah.
hanging out
Alright.
there.
That's
Hey.
cool.
You
Hanging
can
out.
make something cool with the hook though
Yeah.
for the pageant.
Like what?
I
That would
don't
be
know.
dope. Whatever
Be
the
creative. You're the creative one. Do some type of landscape design on your hook.
that'd
Just
be so
when you
My
tell your
roots are growing out.
Yeah,
My-
yeah.
when
leaves
you
like a
tell your
tree.
story, like talk about like Cyberdyne Systems and Skynet and how they work with you to
There
give
you
you a new
go.
hand and yeah.
She did. It's Skynet. She
You
didn't
did-
get
she didn't
Skynet.
get
She didn't get
that.
Skynet.
Yeah.
You know
Terminator.
Skynet? Oh, okay.
Oh
Mm.
gosh.
Terminator, like
Awkward.
cyborgs. Like, nah.
Dated reference.
Nah, it's
You're
okay.
just calling me bionic, pretty much.
There you
Yeah, it's
go.
a bionic hand. It's, I would take a bionic hand.
It's just gonna be extra cold in the winter.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
will be. Oh, has it been cold? Because I know that that actually does affect when people get like metal or screws or bars put in their
Yeah.
legs.
Bars.
My feet hurt when it rains. right before it rains.
Right,
Like,
you be
yeah.
It's
Got your own
raining
look.
tomorrow. How
So
do you
that's
know?
why-
My
It's
finger's cold.
Legit, like my foot hurt, and I'd be
He
like,
calls in. It's gonna rain tomorrow. I can't come in
"Rain
tomorrow.
tomorrow."
How do you know?
I felt it.
My foot hurts.
Hey.
My
Did
big
God
toe.
tell
no
you?
joke.
Nope, my foot.
It's no joke. It's no joke.
All right. Well, we could talk more about this and around the pizza table.
Many things.
Many things.
All right.
But I thank you for coming in, and once again, let them know where they can find you because I think we interrupted and did a 5-minute segment on your name.
We did.
So you guys can follow my Instagram page. It's Jackie Lizaola. JACKIELIZ as in zebra, AOLA.
A is an A.
This is how we started last time.
But your real name is not. Okay, go ahead.
She has an amazing heart, guys. You guys want to
So
follow
it's the
her?
same on all social media.
Yes. Well, actually, Facebook has my government name, but
Hey.
There you go. That's
Still
it. So if
find
you
me.
really want to know who she is, go to Jacqueline.
Yak City.
Yak City.
Yak City.
Yo, thanks for coming through. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I know you were going to come through last week, but
You know.
it wouldn't have
I know,
happened.
like,
It
what's-
wouldn't have
what's the-
happened. Like, it was both of our faults. But then she was, like, laid out in the hospital.
I was. I'm not gonna lie. But thank you guys so much for having
She's
me.
like, I would have tried to make it. I'm like, no.
No,
We would
don't.
have had to bring the studio down there. Do a live remote.
That's what's
That's
up.
funny. Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Speak Life Radio. You guys tune in next week. Download that Guerilla Cross app because I said. And we're gonna end
Yes,
this.
good enough.
We're gonna end the show with a song we played last week, Jose Moore with Royalty, right here. Speak Life Radio. See you guys
She
next
got a
week.
taste for the finer things. Top shelf shop at designer name. She understands money cause she comes from it. It's hard to understand loving, but she still want it and got a right to. But it's complicated now. Daddy put a diva in the child. Headspace seated in the clouds. She feel like everybody is beneath her unless they prove they're worth at least a couple $100,000. Wow, but money ain't a thing. Just a tool we use to buy every little thing. Clothes with food crib, a little thing, a little thing, a little thing. They holler across the credit bar. They call up from cars up at the mall. She dressed like she going to carnival, Mardi Gras party, y'all, but she really wanna party, y'all, though she party hard. Check it, she the type of chick you connect with. Nobody's worth a pearl on a necklace, but somehow she always ends up on the guest list. But I guess that's to be expected. Out on the scene, skin deep, beauty is queen, and money is king. The work is a team. Females in before 10 and free. Liquor porn do show up at 10:03. Come on.
What's up, darling? Where you going, babe? Living the fast life, the ball is calling. Expensive garments all on your body. VIP, you're the life of the party.
Still something missing out. She looking like she got it all together, but you see it in her eyes, she ain't feeling home. And money can't buy what she looking for. When she stands in the mirror, she seeing straight through the verse. So when she think it ain't clear to the average Joe, Jimmer, Tony, Jamal, or the line at the door. But everybody see it, and everybody know it, and everybody want a little piece to expose it. Catch it with a guard down, might get chosen. She feel frozen, caught up in a moment, getting ruled by emotion. The love was cold, she feel like nobody can hold her the way that she wanna be held.